Debate between logic and emotions has been going on for centuries, with each side presenting strong arguments for their stance. On the one hand, logic is considered to be rational and objective, providing a clear path for decision-making and problem-solving. On the other hand, emotions are seen as subjective and intangible, but essential for our well-being and personal relationships. Should you buy her a dinner, or should she learn how to cook to make a dinner? Who's right and who's wrong? Let's find out. Welcome to Emotions versus Logic, the show that pushes dating and relationships to a whole new level. With your hosts, The Real Dana and Steve the Dean Williams. The Real Dana, aka Dana with the Data, is the former co-host of the #1 YouTube morning show, Star in the Morning. She's currently digital content creator and co-host of the Man Up Show with Judge Joe Brown on the Real Dana YouTube channel. Her motto, F what you think and love yourself first. With over 40 years in the game, Steve the Dean Williams is an expert in relationships of all stages, from the single life to the married life and all points in between. Steve teaches men to unplug themselves from the dating matrix of TV, radio, and some of these cupcake YouTubers who cry about women all the time. The call-in number is 833-859-8744. That's 833-859-8744. Who wins tonight? Emotions or logic?
Oh my God, I'm back from the Beyonce tour. She's probably she's glowing. She's listening to her. Oh, look at her. Went and saw the Queen of Independence, Church of Beyonce.
Let me tell everybody something. First of all, going to a concert, a true artist, that's what they live for, live performance. Go to a concert, whoever the artist is who you like, it brings another level to it. It's a different experience. And let me just say this about Beyonce, honey, with the Renaissance, anybody that got their tickets, you're in for a treat. Your whole life, you're going to have a whole new outlook on life. But Beyonce, she put on a show. She's in the group with the greatest. Yes, she is.
No.
Yes. See, you're not into Beyonce, so you can't understand. You're not into her. You're not, and you don't like her music, or maybe you just don't care for her music. However, whether you dislike her, don't care for her music, or don't listen to her music, if you were to go to her concert, you will understand. You will give her respect. You'll be like, you know what? I don't like her music, but I respect her work ethic. What she puts into production, the visuals, her microphone was on, and the energy of the crowd, it was just so positive. You're talking about MetLife, New Jersey, New York, the Mecca. So far, we had the best crowd.
And this is the same one.
She's in the DMV. She's going to be in Maryland for Saturday and Sunday. She's going to be in Atlanta. Charlotte next week, then Atlanta is going to be in 2 weeks. Listen, I had a ball. It is worth every cent.
It's worth every cent, because a lot of you ladies are now going to say, well, you know what? I ain't paying no bills. I'm every woman. I'm every lady. I don't.
I didn't know. You know what happened when I left? Because she said in the beginning, enjoy your life. I have a whole new perspective on life. Like, my mission is to enjoy my life. I'm not going to sit and wait for a man to take me to Beyonce or to go with my friends. Listen, if I want to do something and my friends don't want to go, I'm still going to go. I just look at it. What's going to make me happy? How can I be a positive force in this life? Renaissance, because her album is Renaissance. The tour is the Renaissance World Tour. Renaissance means rebirth. So Renaissance is French for rebirth. And you feel like you went through a rebirth leaving that concert.
Okay. Did you go with your girlfriends, or did some sucker trick?
I bought the ticket back in February when it went on sale. I'm part of the Beehive, so I was selected. So I got a good deal. So the day of, my friend, she drove down from Philly because she saw Beyonce in Formation. So she knows, she was like, listen, she puts on a show. She bought a ticket that day. So we didn't sit together. But that's the thing. You could go by yourself and you're going to meet friends there. We're all one family at Beyonce concert.
Oh, okay. All right. La, 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 la. Woman, Tampax, maxi pads, and Beyonce. Oh,
my God. She's coming to Houston in September.
Oh, no.
From Houston. Okay, so this is the thing. Steve. I want to see her again. And I want to go to New Orleans because New Orleans is the last show.
Okay. Then you got it.
And so...
How much are the tickets?
Well, first of all, the New York tickets were the most expensive. The New Orleans tickets is cheaper, right?
How much?
Well, I paid $500 for mine, but it's where I was sitting. Now, I could get a ticket in New Orleans for $2-something, and it's good seats. So I don't have to sit close like I was at MetLife, but I just want to go because you could be all the way at top, and it's still a perfect view. I kind of want to go to Houston because that's her hometown. Oh, and I know the people there are going to show out.
Well, then you can find a sucker that will buy your ticket for you. You could do it now. Position yourself, get a sucker to trick his money off, and buy you the plane ticket. Get it and go now. Now's the time.
It's not about a sucker. Because first of all, okay, this is the thing with Beyonce. Women were not saying, "Oh, what man can I get?" We're just like, we're going by any means necessary, right? So, because that's just the energy you get from her. Now, being that I already seen her and I had this life-changing, phenomenon, and I want to see her again. Now I may say, okay, who can help me with my expenses? So maybe I should start a GoFundMe. I do have a GoFundMe,
Wait, for $200 tickets?
No. Are you talking about airfare, hotel?
No. Oh, no. You didn't get the sucker to listen.
Okay, I have a GoFundMe, and starting next week, I am going to promote that GoFundMe because it's for my traveling YouTube channel. That's the GoFundMe. It's called The Real Dana. Yeah, The Real Dana Traveling YouTube.
Would you like me to put, like, if you want a trick for Dana and
don't put trick. Just put, listen, if you want to donate to the Real Dana Traveling YouTube channel, because I travel, I film content, and I'll upload it.
All right, let's get into the thick of it because we only got 2 hours and a half because I got to leave
to a fake meet and greet. Yeah.
Why do you always say fake meet and greet? I listen. I've got to roll. Okay, so your time. So I got to go at 10:30, right? And then I got to come back at 2:30 your time to do an interview. So I got a little block to.
Morning, my time.
Yeah, 2:30 in the morning. Yeah, so when I get back, I got
your clients in the United States or in another country.
Oh no, in the States. No, someone wants to interview me, so they got me at 2:30 in the morning. So I get that. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm just saying.
They live on the West Coast.
No, they're the East Coast. But I think no. Yeah, so I got a block. But anyway, let's get into this because I know you have the clips. You have the clips set up, right?
Before we get into the clips, honey.
Yeah. Yes.
We got some time. We got time because first of all, let me say this public service announcement. When you call in, have your statement or question ready. And this is for you, Steve.
Yes.
Don't sit up here and have one caller on for 30 minutes unless it's really, really, really good. So anyway, but before we get into the show, I was going to call you. I said, no, I'm going to say this for the show. Why the fuck how you going to let a transgender woman cuss you out?
No, D, don't you even go there.
You know how she got that off? Because of your fucking microphone.
You know what, D?
She got to listen to your audio when that was going
I got it. Hey, look, this baby cost me like $400 or $500. I don't know how much that little ball she had. That ball had more, I guess.
Sorry, but it doesn't matter. Your buttons and stuff, you have to adjust it. And then you talking about StreamYards, and she didn't have a microphone, but
can we please
you have your audio up? And
oh my gosh, I look
going back and forth. Why were you even going back and forth?
Well, I wasn't going back and forth. He was upset because I was showing hot dog, sausage, and corn dog pictures on the side. So he got upset because I was showing like that kind of stuff. He got mad at me because I was saying I was doing some side being mean to him.
But he said that. Why are you like? But my thing, why were you even engaged? You too old. Number one, grown, and you just
come on. I didn't. I was asking, come on. I said, I told them, I said, if you have me on, I'm going to talk a lot of yak because I don't believe in the I am a lesbian though, but I mean, outside of that, I am a glorified lesbian. But outside of that, so can we get to the show now? Is it okay? Is it okay? Can we get to the show?
Whatever. All right. So, what today's topic? Should men pay all the bills?
Yes.
Of course, you say no. I say yes.
Let's talk on it. What would you like to? Okay, Church of Beyonce, please explain to everybody why a grown woman who is independent, like Beyonce, is teaching. Why should she pay bills?
Why should a grown woman pay bills?
No, if she's in a relationship with them, if she's in a relationship with somebody, should she pay bills or not?
Well, in a relationship, no. If she's living with the man, so if we're not living together, I'm not going to expect for you to pay my rent. Now, I will expect for you to help me. You know what I'm saying? Or not even. I'm not going to ask you for help. You should just volunteer some things. But I'm coming from this is, you should, if you're living together, that is, the man should be paying the bills. Well, I told you I'll go by the 80-20. So you got to be paying 80% of things. Yeah.
No.
Should pay all the bills. And in a lot of cases, yeah.
Okay, listen. This is what I'm saying to you. I don't think you understand. If you're lucky enough to be my woman, I'm just enough. I am not going to pay your rent. But what you can do is contribute and give me money. If I'm going to the strip club with my friends, you can give me a bunch of 20s and 20, a stack of 20s of $1 bills. You can support me by buying, going to the grocery store and buying my groceries and things like that. So if we're not together, I expect her to give me a reason to hang around, D, versus now, and we got to talk about this first because, gentlemen, don't buy a woman anything that, as far as rent or anything like that, no gas money, no rent, no food. You don't buy her anything. That is not my job. You're not under my
thing until when?
Until you actually are under my program. Once you are up under me, then you'll get a few things, but you still won't. What I will do, which is better than me paying your rent, I will sit down and show you how to manage your money.
Sharon knows how to manage her money.
No, you don't know how to manage money if I got to pay your bills.
Just because you're paying all the bills, that don't mean she doesn't know how to manage her money.
Well, then
you're paying the bills because that's your obligation as a man.
No. My obligation is giving her me and giving her my time. That's my obligation.
Provide and protect.
No, I'm not. Okay, wait. She's not under my. She's just.
So I guess I'm not talking about me and you just meeting and we're dating. I'm talking about we in a relationship and we're living together.
Okay, now when we're living together, this is how it's going to go. It's this easy. Her and I are going to take a field trip to the bank. And her and I are going to get a joint bank account. And in that joint bank account that we're going to get is technically for just the bills. So if rent, entertainment, food comes up to let's say $3,000, because you're in New York, it's more than that, I'm sure. I'm just giving you a number. If it's $3,000, I'm going to put in $1,500 in that bank. She's going to put in $1,500 in that bank. And everything that she has is hers. And everything I have is mine, because she doesn't have my name yet. Because once she has my name, all of her money is my money at that point. But until then, we are paying bills. But if I feel that she is struggling, we're going to have a problem. So you're going to have to get your stuff together. And that's what I say for the guys too.
After you get married to her and she has your name, so then she has to still put money into the joint account, but at this point she has to put all her money into the joint.
Yeah, well, then at this point, before marriage, you have to have a good credit score. If you have any debt, that has to be cleared up because I'm not taking on your debt. I will not take on, nor should a woman take on a man's debt. So I just want to make that even. I am not taking on your debt. So you have to be debt free. Your credit score has to be decent. And then everything you make, you give to me, then I will give you a stipend. I'll give you about $200 every 2 weeks. Or probably $250. Yeah, no. It's my money. I'm because I'm managing it.
Work for it.
I'm sorry?
She gets up and go to work for the check, for her check. She gets up and go to work.
No, she's working.
That's her money that she's making, but you want her to hand it over to you so that you could manage it and give her a stipend of $400 a month.
Well, yeah, for the reason why she's giving the money because
after marriage.
This is after marriage. I didn't say before.
Before marriage, she still has to work.
Yes.
She has to put in, let's say, $1,500 in a joint account.
Yes. She has to do that because
marriage, she's going to put all her money into the account and you disperse it out to her $400 a month. But before marriage, her money is her money. Just put the amount we agreed upon in the joint account.
Yes, and
it looks like before marriage, she has a better deal.
Well,
in your world, in your psychotic make-believe world, because your world is unrealistic. First of all, you want the woman who you're living with but not married to.
Wait.
Open up a joint account, let's say $1,500 every month, and the rest of the money is hers. This is before marriage, right?
Yes.
And then all the bills are being paid out the joint account.
Yes.
And then after marriage, she's not going to just put $1,500. She's going to put all her money into the joint account. You're going and you're going to keep just putting only the $1,500 into the joint, and you're going to pay the bills, and you're going to give her $400 a month.
Well, and I'll be kind enough to give her a credit card for grocery shopping. We'll put money in the card.
You sound retarded. You sound like you are high on that new train. You sound delusional. You are emotional. So my thing, my situation, well, my theory, the way I think of this situation is more realistic where I'm coming from, 80-20, period.
What's the 80-20? You mean
he pays 80%, I contribute up to 20%.
Well, D.
First of all, you're not my roommate. You're not my roommate. And if you are going to be my roommate, then honey, we're not going to have sex or we're not going to get married. You're not going to be my man. You're just my roommate.
D. She has to contribute what the program consists of. If she wants my name, my ring,
I don't need your name.
and my blood, not you, D.
The ring that I'm paying for.
Wait. D, you keep forgetting, and all the ladies keep forgetting this, that we're not going after your name. You're going after
your name. Listen, your name isn't worth anything.
Oh, it is, because you're going
how much are you worth? It's not. What is it worth? What is it worth?
My name is worth giving you a bloodline of kids, so need
giving you a bloodline because your name is going to be carried on, not my name. So you're not giving me a legacy. I'm giving you the legacy because your name is going to be carried on.
Now,
what is she getting by having your name? She's still giving to you.
She's getting a man versus having kitty cats. She's getting a man versus.
Only thing you're offering her is penis.
And me.
She's giving you her womb so that she's giving you a legacy. She's giving you her money. She's giving you the cooking and the cleaning. So
she gets
she's getting from you is sex.
No, she gets structure. And listen, I'm going to educate, elevate. She is going to finally learn how to manage her money. She's not going to spend.
You know how to manage my money, sir. You just want me to put all my money into the joint bank account.
Yes,
we're married, and before we're married, you just want me to put only $1,500 into half into the bank account, whatever that may be. For what?
Because you're paying for my name.
No, I don't need your name. I'm giving you a legacy. Your name is going to be passed down to your kids. So I'm still not getting anything out of it. Your name is not giving me more money so I could put into this bullshit joint account.
Oh, it is.
The only thing you're giving me is sex.
No, what I'm giving you is me. You are lucky enough.
Why? Why am I lucky to have you, sir, when you're not doing anything and I'm doing most of the work?
Gentlemen, the lines are open if I want to call in. Gentlemen, let us know what you think. And ladies, let us know because, gentlemen, this is how you should think. Don't ever feel that you've got to give 80% and she gets to sit on her duff, eat bonbons, watch Real Housewives of whatever city it is, be on the internet and shop. No, you have bills to pay. We have got things to do. So everything you're going to keep working. You're going to keep working. You're not going to take no time off. And then when you get
working, I'm going to keep saving. I'm going to keep investing. I'm going to keep enjoying my life. What does that have to do with you, sir, a man?
Well, because I'm giving you the structure. So when you get home, if
you're not contributing and enhancing my finance, or if you're not taking some of that load off of me, what are you giving me if you're not making my life a little bit easier? Well, I'm giving you a legacy.
I'm allowing you to cook, clean, vacuum.
You're not allowing me to do anything. I've been cooking before. I have to eat. I still got to cook.
But you're doing it for me now. You're doing it for your man.
Right. I cook. You bring home the bacon, and I cook it.
No. We both work. You get home. You cook, and I
bring home the bacon, and I cook it.
Okay, you're not king here.
Oh, you want me to bring home half the bacon, and you bring home half too? Or you want me to bring home 80% of the bacon, you bring home 20% of the bacon, and you want me to cook the whole 100% of the bacon?
Well, okay. Well, we got a call. Let's see what he say. 314. What say you, sir? What's going on?
What's up, Steve? This 314 calling. This your man calling. You know.
Who's my man?
Who's your protege?
Who's this?
Oh, this is AJ. This is Killzone out of St. Louis.
Okay, Killzone, you're on. What is your statement? Do you think should a woman stay home, or should a man take care of all the bills?
I think that if y'all working towards a goal, then eventually, if you got kids or something like that, then I would want her to stay home. But if we both are building a legacy and building a family together, because I agree with you. If I'm fixing everything around the house, if I'm changing the tires, if I'm, taking care of everything and doing what I'm supposed to be doing as a man, her money is additional to the money that I'm already taking care of. It's not okay, I'm getting all the money. I'm making sure that I'm being responsible. And if I see that she is responsible or is more responsible than me, then maybe I will give her in increments. I will give her trust over the finances in a limited capacity.
Dog, you're making my eyes water. That is the most beautiful thing that you have ever said. I've ever heard you say. But D, I'm sure you have something to say to him, D.
Well, first of all, sir, Steve is not the only one on this show. So why didn't you address me in the beginning?
How you doing, D? I see you over there. I see you.
You saw me. Why didn't you address?
As we speak.
Why didn't you acknowledge?
You
call up here fake pumping all of your fake logic, honey, talking about you give a stipend. So you're not married.
I was always taught
married?
That you're supposed to.
Are you married?
A man. No, not yet. That's because
because you know why? You know why you're not married? Because you have not found a woman that's willing to get on that bullshit ass plan that you just laid out.
And you know what, D, no disrespect, but you know what? This is why our men nowadays are weak, because they're not. I just got through dealing with somebody, and Steve knows, that caused me a significant amount of time and injury, who had a child, who wanted her child to be held accountable, but up to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have any structure. He didn't have any accountability, and was allowed to do whatever that he wanted to do. Now, she found a man that'll do it. There's plenty of simps out here, But the men that were our fathers and grandfathers and uncles and stuff like that, we didn't have all of the problems and the issues that we have now.
So you just said in the beginning, wait a second, slow down, because you said that you wasted time dealing with her. So again, you didn't lay out your plan. You didn't have a plan, because if you had a plan, you wouldn't have wasted any time. When did you have?
No, I gave her a time limit.
A time limit to do what? A time limit to do what?
To get with the program.
What was your program?
The program was basically what Steve laid out.
No. I said, what I'm asking, what was your program to your ex?
Program, because we're supposed to be a family. She wanted me to take in her son and everything else like that. So those were my requirements.
Oh, wait. Slow down. What was your program that you said you laid out to your ex?
Pretty much, hey, we're gonna get our finances in order. She had dreams and goals. I had dreams and goals. We were gonna help each other achieve those dreams and goals. She didn't have good money management skills. And we were going to get our finances done together and get them. We were going to go to the bank. We were going to sit down with a financial advisor, marriage counselor, our pastors. We were going to do everything pretty much to build a solid foundation. And I was going to take care of the bills. She was going to also contribute, but I was going to be fixing things around the house. I was going to be mentoring and being a father to her son, because her son's father wasn't.
So basically, like you said, you were going to you were paying the bills. She was contributing. That sounds like an 80-20 plus the other things you just laid out. So she didn't comply with what?
Well, she didn't want to chastise, or she didn't want to hold her son accountable, but she complained about her son being irresponsible, not wanting to do chores, not wanting to get his act together in school. It was a lot of different things.
So how long were you with her?
It was 6 months.
You was with her for 6. Okay. So that sounds pretty fair. That sounds pretty fair. You probably was with her for 2 years, because you saying 6 months. I think you're lying with that. But either way, that's pretty fair if it was with a 6-month period of time and she just was not complying with anything because she had a problem, I guess, with you disciplining her child. And that's usually an issue when you're dealing with a woman, or vice versa, and your partner has a child, which is not your child. So, okay. But I don't believe you, sir, when you said it lasted 6 months. I think it was longer.
Well, caller, we got to move on, because D had a time limit. But I just want to say this, big dog, that the 6 months you should never have met the child after. It should have been taken like close to a year to meet the child, because
you're right.
You should never when you're dating a woman that has children, it should be about the woman first, then the child comes in if there's something serious. But if not, you should have nothing to do with the child at that point. But
he's saying the whole relationship was 6 months.
But that's what I'm saying. So there shouldn't have been any pastors and all that after 6 months. That's too early.
Why it didn't last, because that was too much too soon.
Too soon. It was way too soon, but 6 months is too early. All right. So we'll throw him in. 570. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hold on a second. Hold on. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Steve?
Okay, and Dana. You got it. Hello, we two people.
Yeah, I know. Don't remind them. Don't remind them.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you on? I'm on?
Yes, sir.
Hey, all right, yeah, I got it. I'm just slow on the internet. Yeah, now as far as Dana, as far as should a man pay all the bills? All right, I'm Common Man 80, by the way. Dana know who I am.
You're who?
As far as the man paying all the bills, man is supposed to pay all the bills.
Sure.
If he's a man of the house.
Wait, who are you to her? Because she knows. What's your name again, sir?
Common Man 80.
Common Man 80. So you Common Man 80.
Okay, I'm familiar with him in my chat.
So you feel that a man should pay all the bills, and why is that?
Because he's the one that's making the money. If we talking about a traditional relationship, the traditional marriage, then the man pays all the bills. Now it depends on the relationship. See, if she's gonna have his children and only his children, and she's gonna be his wife, then it's his obligation and responsibility to take care of her and the children.
Well,
that's how I see it. I'm old school. That's where I am.
But sir, what does she do? So she just gets to sit home and do nothing?
Yeah.
Wait.
That's what do something. She takes care of the home.
Okay.
She makes sure the home is taken care of, make sure the children are taken care of, make sure everything at home is taken care of. While I go out and I make a living, I take care of both of us.
So what is she?
I bring home my paycheck and put the money in the bank. And if I can trust her enough, she's to manage that money while I'm out there making my money.
Wait.
I'm making our money.
Wait. You're bringing the money home and she's managing your money?
She's managing our money. It's our money.
Yes.
My children. If the woman has my children and they are my children and she's my wife, okay, she's managing money. She's managing the money for the both of us. For both of us and the children. Now, now, wait, what's up with that, man? That's real.
No.
That's the way
hold on for a second, guys.
Now, we're talking about a woman that already has children. If we get married, then she has a responsibility to take care of her 50-50 thing, whatever she got going on.
So do you believe in happy?
Let me say this, Steve, because he said if he could trust her, she could manage the money. So it is about trust. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's going into this thing blindly, like, here go my money. So that's very pivotal.
So is this happy wife, happy life? And when y'all get when you get in trouble, you sleep on the couch?
Yeah, if I'm sleeping on my couch, on our couch, inside the living room, or in the shed, or in the garage, to make sure the family structure stays together. That's what's important.
So you're telling me you work, she controls the money, it's happy wife, happy life, and when you get in trouble, you have to sleep on the couch. Who gets fed first? Do you get the big piece of chicken, or do the kids get fed first?
Well, she would know damn well I get the big piece of chicken.
But you're still
I'm the man of the house. But I get the big piece of chicken and the most of the bread.
Well, how if you're sleeping on the couch?
Well, just because we got an argument don't mean that my position in the household changes.
Oh,
you see? Man. If she's mad at me for that period of time, I can live with that. That's called being a man and handling my business.
Wait, saying happy wife, happy life? That's being a man?
Yeah.
Happy wife, happy.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Look, as long as I make her happy, I mean, I know that no two people are going to be together forever. I mean, we'll be together without conflict. Okay, I'm man enough to understand that. So it's going to be something that she does that's going to make me mad. It's going to piss me off, and vice versa. All right. So I'm not going to. I mean, that's called being a mature, responsible individual. You see what I mean? And hopefully, if I marry her, she feels the same way.
If I marry,
and we understand that.
If I marry her, what do you mean? If I marry her, if she marries you?
Well, we get married to each other. If you want to specify and put specifics on it,
sir.
All right.
Why would you give your balls and your spine away and not have any structure? And okay, so let me ask you this question before I throw it to D. Let me ask you this question. I'm going to throw it to D so she can cheer you on. Let me throw you this question. So what does she do? Let's say when the kids are in school and the house is already cleaned up and the groceries are in the cabinet, the floors are already done, everything. What is she doing now? Sitting on her duff?
No, she has to manage the household. That means taking care of the bills, the responsibilities. That means getting the car washed and taken care of. That means making sure that the kids are in school. That means going to PTA meetings if I can't be there. That means going to see the kids in school or to go to a program if I can't be there. You know, it's not just her sitting home. You understand? And you're talking about a whole different type of woman.
Yeah, okay, D.
You see,
happy life.
I'm talking about a wife. I'm talking about a wife and a mother of my children in my household, in our household. And I won't say, I keep saying my, but a wife and a mother of our children in our household. I'm just the one that's bringing home the bacon. That's I heard her say earlier.
Bring home the bacon, she cooks it. This is the thing where people don't understand. A woman, a housewife, you know, quote unquote, kept woman. That's a full-time job running a household. That's a full-time job, especially if you have children. You have children, you have to get them off to school. A lot of times now women are homeschooling. You know, you have to take them to activities after the school lessons. Yep. You have to cook, you have to clean. That's a full-time job. So it's not like she's at home sitting on her ass, because what he's describing is the ideal wife or wife duties. Everybody has their part. Everybody has duties. He's describing wife duties and the husband duties.
And while I'm working, or while I'm out there hunting or bringing home the bacon, I shouldn't have to worry about those things, because I know that I have a wife that has the intelligence and the appreciation to take care of all that for me. And I should be concentrated on the house, concentrated on maintaining the finances and the situation, maintaining that situation.
It's my job to make sure
can live happily ever after.
Right. It's my job to make sure that the husband
need the information to go. They're gonna have to go to college. They're gonna need clothes. They're gonna need all that stuff.
Caller, please. We hear all the BS.
It's my job. It's the woman's job to make sure when the husband comes home, he's coming home to a peaceful place.
Says the guy.
And re-energize for the next day when he goes out into the world and work and make money.
But D, says the guy that is happy wife, happy life, and if I get in trouble, I gotta sleep on the couch or the doghouse or the garage. Are you?
Well, I don't think he means that literally.
If he's going to maintain peace in the household, then yeah, that's what I'll do.
What do you mean peace? I'm the peacemaker.
If I'm sleeping on the couch, that means I did something wrong.
Are you
okay? I may have done something wrong to her. I don't know if I did or I didn't. And if I did, then I'll suck it up like a man and sleep on the couch or in the shed or in the garage or whatever.
And y'all,
that's if I did something wrong.
All right, caller. Well, caller. I'm sure a woman is going to sharpen her fangs and her claws.
No, because women out here ain't like that no more. That's the other side of the coin.
No. They will love a guy. They'll love a guy like you.
No. Because see, that's the other side of the coin. That's why men are going overseas to find wives like that. See, now that's a whole different show.
Sir, women will love guys like you because you're soft. You're the woman in the relationship.
I ain't soft. Yo, bro, you believe me? I ain't soft. I'm real.
Says the guy that sleeps on the couch. And says the guy that I have to have peace in the house. Says the guy that says happy wife, happy life. The women, D, women are going to use you because you're, and I say this with love. They
no. The women up today, that's what I'm saying. That's a whole nother show. Because if I do this for this woman, and she started to play, slick on me, then that's the other side of me.
How is she going to?
The door is going to be wide. The door is going to use the other exit.
But sir,
how
is she going to respect a male that has to sleep on the couch, a male that says happy wife, happy life, and a male that says I got to keep the peace in the house? How is she going to respect that?
I said if I did something wrong and I know that I had to sleep on the couch.
Man,
you see, I know if I did something that was jacked up, all right, and I know that I was wrong. I know, for example, if I got drunk and I don't know, grab a woman on her ass or something, another woman on her ass or something, then I know I was wrong. You see, I know maybe because I was drunk, I did it, but I know I was wrong. And the worst I can get out of it is sleeping on the couch. Then I'll sleep on the couch for a month if it'll make get everything back the way it's supposed to be. Okay.
I just want you to see why women don't respect y'all guys. I just want you to see that. Women don't respect it.
Well, no. Women don't be. That's a whole nother show, man. That's a whole lot.
Women don't respect.
That's a whole other show.
All right. Well, I'll let D get the last word in. But D, that's Church of Beyonce weird. But what say you to this guy that says happy wife, happy life?
I mean, nobody can. It's not nobody else's responsibility to make you happy. I kind of get his concept of what he's saying, but aside from that, I agree with everything else. So thank you, Carl. I appreciate you calling.
Thank you for the call, sir. We appreciate it, big guy.
All right, y'all take care. I'm watching.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That is crazy. 714. What's your name? Where you calling from, sir? Or ma'am? 714 going once. 714 going twice. All right, next on. Anonymous, where's your name and where you're calling from, sir? What's up?
Yeah, dude, I feel I'm for equal rights. Women, I feel women should wear work boots, and but a woman like D, I would bring home the bacon bits because she's a real woman. I'd buy us Kirkland Costco jeans.
Stop.
And I got a quick rapid fire question for you two tonight.
No.
I'm curious, Dean, would you date a burn victim, and could you look past massive imperfections like she was filthy rich? She owns 3 Teslas. Ted DiBiase meets Ted Turner, starts a piggy bank with Warren Buffett.
Stop.
And she has macadamia nuts in the bathroom.
All right, stop. Forget all that. Let's get back to, you're telling me you would marry D over here when she's going to tell you got to contribute 80% and she's only going to contribute 20%. She's not going to work anymore and you got to bust your tail. You're saying you would marry someone like that?
Yeah, I know you always think I joke, but she's right about taking care of kids. It's hard work, and I would put macadamia nuts in the bathroom to spoil us. Steve's smart. I could imagine bringing D to a high school reunion, and she would probably punch my ex-wife. My ex-girlfriend.
D, what do you say? D, what do you say?
D, I think you're great.
D thinks you're great.
Thank you. I think you're great too.
You see her?
I thought you were great before I met you, and I think you would run circles around Mrs. Huxtable in terms of intelligence.
Call her.
And I want to tell you, I paint dragons. I would love to take you to a dragon gallery where I put maybe a 10 by 10 dragon.
You love me so much. My Cash App is right here on the screen.
I just want to tell you that 50 and D are gonna. 50 and Dean and Kazak and Miles are going to come over to our house whenever they want.
No, listen. If you want to contribute to the Beyonce fund because you love her, there's her Cash App. And please go and contribute and make sure you give a ball and a testicle and your spine.
Shut up. Cash App is
this might rub people wrong, but I believe in the male G-spot.
Okay, goodbye, man. Get me out. I got to let you go. Area code 714. What's your name, sir or ma'am? 714 going once, 714 going twice.
See, what happened yesterday? Did you two try to shut your channel down? What was that all about, bro?
Oh, D, go ahead and talk to this guy. This is a Caucasian stalker that's been stalking us for you. So you can talk.
He's asking you a question.
Yeah. Well, I can't. I'm not here to talk to him. You can talk to him, D.
Was your channel canceled for like an hour? What happened, bro?
Okay, all right. So I don't even know why I got to remember that number, man. So we just have to. Area code 973. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Canceled for an hour.
You're stupid. Something.
Hey, Steve, the Dean. Hey, Dana, thanks for having me on.
Okay,
this
good.
Is Cold Steel, New Jersey.
Yes, Cold Steel. What say you to Dana's preposterous thought process of what a wife should be? What say you, sir?
So I'm a little confused. So, is there any women who like to have fun, who love sex, and enjoy following the man's lead, enjoy his company, and who isn't broke, doesn't need him for money? Is there any women like that?
Wait. Is there any women that who enjoy sex? Women enjoy sex, yes. And what's the other thing that you're asking?
Enjoy having fun with the man.
Yes, there are women out there. Yes, there are women out there for that. Yes.
Sir, you're not that.
God.
Not broke.
You're not dating, but sir, you're not dating those women. You are actually paying for the women.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or you're just not dating at all. But you're not dating that woman who just enjoys sex and want to hang out and have sex with you, and that's all. She don't have to do anything for her. You're dating the one. You're coming out of pocket. You, sir, you are coming out of pocket.
I thought you could prove that.
Sir,
okay, this is the thing. You have two options. There's two things here. Either you're coming out of pocket or you're not coming out of pocket because no one wants to hang out with you.
Yeah. So I don't know what what does your statement have to do with the situation? I don't understand.
Okay, so if the woman isn't broke, she genuinely likes sex, genuinely has a lot of fun when she's with the man, and she isn't broke, she is not going to need any of his money.
Well, Code, here's the problem.
He's not going to leave his money. He doesn't need to leave his money.
We already know who Dana doesn't know who you are. We know who you are. You know you're not a man. So what does that have to? What is you're not a man. We've been telling you that since you've been calling into our shows that you don't have any game and you're not a man. So why do you put man in this? What does what you're saying have to do with being a man when you're not one?
So basically, in my book, the word "should" doesn't exist. The question is, do I need to? Do I need to give the woman money if she isn't broke? If she genuinely enjoys my company?
No, I can wholeheartedly agree. I don't believe that you should waste any of your money on a woman, but if you're in a relationship, it should, I believe, 50-50, D. I believe that if I take you, I could take you out sometimes and you can take me out sometimes. You know, we don't have to be one-sided, but I'm sure D will disagree with that. But D, what say you on that statement right there?
What was the statement?
Should taking her out to eat. Should I spend money to take her out to eat? And should she?
We have to go over this. Why are people asking me that question? You know I stand. If it's a date, you're supposed to pay for the date. Especially if it's the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth.
I'm saying relationship, the relation, not date, relationship. I'm sorry, in a relationship.
In a relationship, what?
It should be 50-50 still in the relationship, shouldn't it?
No.
Or is it 80-20? You got 80-20 though, right? You still?
80-20. Come on.
So it's 80-20, Cole. So we'll throw you back
from hello to
to
eternity. So yeah, 80-20 throughout. We go out to dinner. 20%, that's gratuity.
Okay, can I have 30 more seconds? Because it's logic. Okay, if she wants to, I don't need to. So in my philosophy, there's no such thing as taking her out or her taking me out. It's all about having fun. We're gonna do stuff that's fun, and that's what it's about.
We are not in elementary school.
Who pays for it is irrelevant.
We're not in elementary.
Real life example.
Caller. You don't need no real life example. Fun sometimes costs money. So who's paying? You paying?
You're describing something. You're describing high school.
Yeah.
Okay. How old are you?
Code, how old are you? Code, how old are you?
I'm 42. Let me give you a real life example real quick.
I don't want this example. I want to get to the clip.
Uncle and my aunt.
All right, well, Cole, we got you, brother. We're gonna throw you back in, but thank you for the call, brother. We appreciate the call. Area code, we grab this call, and then we'll get the clip after that, and I'll hold the other calls off. 302, what say you on this subject? 302 going once, 302 going twice, 302. Okay, go ahead. I'll hold on 786. Go ahead, D. Let's get to the hold on 786. We'll put you on hold for 1 second. 786 will put you on hold. Okay, D, you ready to get to the
share it.
Okay, I'm going to share it to you right now. There you go, D.
Okay. So this is the first one. Woman found out her spouse had a side chick that he was cheating, and she laid down a set of new rules for the household.
I love you. I never wanted to not be with you. I never wanted to be without you. I want to do life with you. But in the process of all this happening, you a liar. You got you a and I had to hear from this what y'all relationship was about. No, we not no more. I want to see other people. You act like you're the only fucker in this relationship that other people want to. No, no. Let's be real. So what we gonna do is we gonna stay together. we're going to have a beautiful life together for the rest of our lives. We're going to continue getting money together. We're going to continue raising this little girl together. We're going to have a fabulous home. We're going to love and take care of each other. But I'm going to other people. And I hope you do too.
Ooh. Jesus Christ.
And we will never, ever talk about it. Don't bring me no babies. Don't bring me no diseases. But we're going to do what we want to do outside this house because to this point it has worked. Fight for
It was repeating. I think you got to turn your volume down because it did a double. It was repeating double.
That's on your side, honey.
It's not on my. I'm sharing your screen. I'm sharing your screen.
You share my screen. I'm playing it. I'm playing it at the same time.
But it's the first time it's ever happened. It's
your audio. You heard her. Nobody in the chat was saying double.
Okay. Everyone. Okay. No one heard double. Okay, we're fine. If no one heard it, it was me. That's on me. So D, do you agree with this or do you disagree?
Some of the stuff she said I agree with because I get a lot of it's if you have an open relationship, like I look at it, it's all about honesty. I think with women, stop thinking that you're always going to be the only one. You don't control another adult. And that goes for men and women. So like she said, we basically been living that way. You know, he do him, I do me. We take care of the kids. We divide up the bills, blah, blah, blah. But if you have an open relationship, right? And I don't know if she said they still sleep together or not. No, they do. But you're giving him rules. Don't have no other outside kids and don't bring me no diseases. Well, does that apply to you too? And you can't have all these, again, first of all, I don't know if they're doing 50-50 on the bills, but you know, it's more acceptable for a man to make outside kids if he can financially take care of it. If you cannot financially take care of having multiple kids, you shouldn't be making it. So whether he makes another kid with the mistress or side chick, it doesn't matter, you know, and is she a side chick because that's your boyfriend? Because if that's your husband, then she will be the mistress. Sometimes with women could be delusional trying to set rules. You can't do this, you can't do that. Okay, well, if you are having a side piece or a side chick, you know, here are the rules to that. Well, who the hell are you to try to control another man?
Well,
so I get it. I get it with the honesty. Like, okay, we're co-parenting. And a lot of relationships work that way, especially when you have children. You know, you're co-parenting in the household. It's cheaper. The child could have the privilege of having both parents. So, you know, you don't have to drive them from one place to another. I get that. But when it comes to the intimacy between you and that other adult, now you want to lay down the rules. Don't bring me this, don't bring me that. But you leaving out, what are your rules?
Well, I think that what a lot of people like this will, and I've seen people do this. They're no longer in a relationship, but they're just doing it for the kids until the kids get old enough to graduate high school. You know, get out of high school because divorce sometimes can have a lot on children, unfortunately. And sometimes this sounds like the greater good. Let's have a come to an understanding. Mm-hmm. This is not love anymore. We're looking out for the kids now. This is all about the kids. So we're gonna play mommy and daddy, but you live your life, I live my life, and once they graduate out of high school into the world, we are separating, getting it over. And I think for a lot of guys, this would probably be a good thing to do because then that takes you off of child support. Number one, you have to be on that child support. That's a good thing. But it seems like she's setting the rules and the boundaries. You can see who you want. I can see. Now, I don't understand about the bringing the diseases because those two aren't ever going to get together.
So apparently you're still sleeping with this man.
Right. So, yeah, I just think, and I've seen a lot of this, D, a lot of couples get divorced after the child gets out of high school because they just want to, and again, gentlemen, I tell you, a lot of children cannot handle divorce. It's something that I don't know what it is for kids nowadays. When mommy and daddy break up, it gets into school. You got to deal with the ridicule. So some parents say, you know what, we're going to look at the big picture. We're not compatible anymore. We don't love each other anymore. So this is what we're going to do. Now, if she would have just said, listen, we're not love anymore. We're just going to be roommates, but we're going to keep a strong front. It's about the children right now. We're going to keep educating, loving, and being there for the children. And then the moment they throw their hat up, we'll be going to the divorce court and getting our divorce. And then at that point, we go our separate ways. What say you, D, before we bring in the call?
No, I totally I agree with you with that.
What? Oh, hold on. Wait, guys. Hey, somebody called the squad. I think someone's holding D ransom. She just agreed with me. What?
No, because two adults coming to a sound understanding. So you don't get that a lot nowadays. Everybody's lying, everybody playing games in a relationship outside a relationship, and it's easier said than done. A lot of people are not built to do that. Women say that, well, you do you, I do me. But as soon as he gets emotionally attached to the other woman, and what I mean emotionally for a man is like you care about that other woman. Yeah. You get upset. Then you want to add in other rules. Well, you can only be out on this day and that day. So the problem that I have is it's not even a problem. The problem is it's easier said than done. And especially when it comes to women, they're just talking out their ass unless they already have somebody who is dicking them down really good and doing nice things for them. But if he has someone and she doesn't, and she's saying, well, you go your way, I go my way, and we just take care of the kids, just don't bring me no diseases, she's not going to be happy. She's still going to give you problems with that. She's bullshitting you, basically.
Yeah, real quick. I know a lot of guys, D, that, there's this new thing where everybody wants to have a polygamous relationship. They want to have like a bunch of wives, or they want to live a lifestyle where, we'll still be together, but you can see whoever you want type thing. And then when the woman starts to see other guys and the guy, okay, they both agree, okay, we're going to see other people, we'll still be together. And the woman has all these sausages coming her way. The guy gets jealous and be like, well, wait, I don't want this anymore. And the woman, no. Listen, you want to play this game called, let's go see other people. Let's do this polygamy thing. And let's have this other relationship with all these other people. So you can't get mad at me if I got a slew of guys throwing the sausages at me and you don't have anything. And that's what, again,
I agree to something like that if you don't have anything lined up. And then some women, they're in a situation where it's one man and he has multiple women, but he takes care of those women and they are fine with that. But again, you have to be honest with yourself, whether you're a man or a woman. You have to be mature. You have to be, honest with the other person, so she was capping a little bit. Now, she sent me another video.
Okay, real quick, we got a call. Let me grab this call while you get that video together. Air code 786. Did you have a question or comment, sir?
I don't have that other video. I need for you to email it to me. That's what I'm saying.
Oh wait. I sent it to you the message. Okay. I'll do it right now. 786. Are you there? 786.
Yes.
Yes. Where was your comment, sir, on what we're talking about, sir?
My comment is that we got to get back to the basis of what a relationship was designed for by the Most High. And I do agree with I think it should be 50-50 between a man and a woman. But if a woman decides to stay home and take care of the kids and teach the kids, like in a homeschooling way, then she should be 100% taken care of, because we will be investing in our children's future. And basically, that's how our community got started in the first place anyway, because of this new modern way we deal with each other in this relationship, based on game playing, lies, deceit, cheating, and mind games and all this extra stuff that's going on. And basically, just like that video y'all just showed, they're just the modern way of having a coping mechanism of dealing with somebody that you don't even trust in the first place. Well, go on, do what you do, and I'm going to do what I do type of stuff. Which ain't nothing but doing nothing but destroying all the generations behind.
Sir, is this Douglas X?
Yes, ma'am.
Douglas, don't be coming up here capping, honey, because the first thing you said is you believe in the 50-50.
You know, if she don't want to be at home taking care of the children, yeah, it's 50-50. But you want to take care of children. My thing is, what do we at the 2023? what do us as a black community need to do? We gotta get back to the basics.
Sir. Okay, we gotta
invest in their generation.
Okay, sir. Again, I'm not about the black community. I'm about my community first before any communities. I got to take care of my home first and my situations first.
See, he came up first and he was like 50-50. And then when I reminded him, like, I remember you, honey, from last week, from 2 weeks ago, you don't do 50-50. Oh, well, then if she's now, then it changes to if she's a stay-at-home mom, it's not 50-50.
Yeah.
But you still capping, Douglas.
Yeah, Douglas, you're capping, Douglas.
Douglas, you told us 2 weeks ago, honey, that if your woman needs money, if she need help, you'll give it to her. We calculated our first date. If we go out, how much it'll cost. You said you gonna pay. You want her to give up the pussy, and I get that. But yeah, like stop talking about that 50-50. Like you don't have to always agree with Steve.
Look at him. He's not about agreeing with me. He moving the crossbars, so he doesn't even know what he wants. Call.
And that's gonna be next week.
Right. Okay. No, we gonna let you go because we gotta let you go. D just smashed you. Area code 302. Are you there? So you have a question or comment on what we're talking about? D,
I definitely want to comment on what's being talked about. Should a man pay all the bills? The answer is no.
Why is that, sir?
Because you
broke. The reason is because women is not being women. They being like children. They calling men daddies and baby and all this stuff. It's a child and a father syndrome that women is going through. And I totally agree with what you stated there, D.
Yeah. Wait. You say D? You agree with D?
I'm talking about to you and
right. But okay. I just want to say this to you before I throw it to D. Sir, what a woman calls you has nothing to do with structure and program, buddy. What a woman says as far as calling you baby and all that has nothing to do with anything, big guy. What does that have to do with a program that you operate from?
Well, this is the plan. Program means somebody training and controlling someone. I'm not in a position to do that.
Well,
I'm only expressing to the fact that when men is being called daddy in the bed, that makes you a father to a child.
Okay. Well, no,
that's not. Men call women babies. That's like a kid, a little baby.
Okay,
right? That's why they say cribs now. They talk about cribs.
Yeah, but you're kind of getting it wrong as far as a program goes, because a program is not forcing a woman to do anything, but understand if she wants to be around, that's what she got to follow. But D, what do you want to say to this guy right here?
First of all, the only time a woman call a man daddy is if he's busting it down, and that's a privilege. That will be a compliment if you're doing it right. So, apparently, sir, nobody never called you that because you don't understand how that concept or how that come about. You don't understand why women call a man that. If she's calling a man daddy outside of the bedroom, best believe because he is paying all the bills. Marjorie Harvey calls Steve daddy or whatever, outside of the bedroom because he pays all the goddamn bills. And I'm pretty sure she calls him that in the bedroom. But a woman calling you daddy, that's because you're busting it down good.
Busting it down.
You're paying, and if she calling you daddy outside of the bedroom, that's because you're paying the bills outside of the bedroom. So, sir, and I don't think you're doing neither of those things.
Yeah, that's weird that you've never had a woman call you daddy before. That's weird.
Because
now it seems like it's two ways going on. First, you walking with me, then you turn around and you're picking your nose. I want to address you there, brother, is that, I'm standing on what I stated.
Well, you can stand it, but I'm just saying you just never.
A man's going to address her as a woman or a consort. Yes, I am in a covenant. I don't use words like marriage and wife and husband because a husband means a peasant. Look it up etymology. Right? I don't get down with most of the English etymology of words.
Are you
but I want to address that real quick, and I'll go ahead and let you finish.
Caller, please listen.
Dominate the conversation. Go ahead.
Nobody's trying to dominate
the
Hey, because you was with me, but then you start picking your nose, brother.
Who are you talking? Who is he talking to? What is he talking about?
Because you sound like you was walking with what I said, but when I start breaking down the information about baby and daddy, then you turned around and jump on her.
No, I'm not jumping on no side.
You hear me?
Yeah, you have a lady talking to you right now. I don't. But why? How old are you, Big Dog? Let's start right there. How old are you?
I'm 52.
Okay, so can you stop? For one that's talking about babies and daddies, you're calculating like you're like in elementary school. You can't have a conversation without giggling like a child.
Well, it seems to me that if I don't laugh,
is that a coping mechanism?
It'd be something different. But I gotta address you on that matter.
But you're the one chuckling,
so you can be clear with it.
Well, no, it's not being clear with it because you're the one that says you don't want a woman to say daddy and all these other things, but you're a 52-year-old man making statements and giggling like you're a little kid. This doesn't make any sense. You got it.
We addressed the issue about should a man pay all the bills, and I addressed it and said no. Because she has capabilities just like you do. So I totally agree with you because you made a statement that man shouldn't pay the bills.
That's fine.
And if it's not just about sex, it's about looking at the matter of say, how can I preserve what I have and what I've acquired in life? Now, if she's supposed to be a helpmate, then she's supposed to participate in doing her part. Not being a child got to pay for her for everything. That's my point I'm making.
What I'm supposed to help you with, sir? A helpmeet.
Why is he alive?
Go ahead, Dana.
I asked you a question. What am I supposed to help you with?
Well, the thing is, I heard earlier that the legacy, you being a part of building the legacy. The question is, it can't be the other way around.
So I'm supposed to, the helpmate comes in helping you build a legacy.
Yes, by contributing everything that you do to the goal of what I'm doing.
Which is what?
That will assist you.
Which is what? What's your goal?
I mean, whatever you want. You want the finer things in life. You want a great lifestyle.
I
understand.
Well,
so it applies.
Can he hear me? What is your goal?
What is my goal? My goal is to have females, and I have more than one, that operates in the capacity that they're based on their skill set, which is an asset.
And they're not allowed to call you daddy.
To the best interest of my means.
And they can't call you daddy.
And then I don't prefer that because I'm laying in the bed with a grown woman. I don't want no child.
They're not calling you daddy, sir, because you're not busting it down. You don't have multiple women.
About that statement because that's incest.
Are you? So my second question.
But that's not my thing. I mean, y'all language is different than where I'm.
Question, can you be quiet? Thank you. My second, are you a hotepper?
What's the hotep?
Hotep.
What's that?
Conscious.
Conscious.
So we all conscious. Israelites, all that bullshit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not gonna say bullshit, but
I don't know what that means. I mean, you probably got your own definition about it, but I mean,
you said you have multiple women, so I guess you rotate your women. None of those women don't call you daddy when you're laying in bed, sir, because one, you didn't bust it down. So why would they call you daddy? You're not paying their bills.
A man and a woman is.
Are you paying their bills? Are you paying their bills?
I think it's childish.
Are you paying their bills?
It doesn't make any sense.
Are you paying their bills?
Pay who bills?
The women.
Are you paying the bills?
No, sir. I'm asking you. Are you paying the?
Why would you ask me something I just told you the answer to?
Well,
so you asking me?
No, you did not. You run your mouth.
I wouldn't pay all the bills because she's capable, able, because you got Beyonce.
All right, call her.
Stop talking so much.
Please,
so
why you talking?
You know what? You don't have multiple women. You don't.
You don't.
You don't have the money to pay their bills, even if you wanted to. That's number two. You're not even the one chick that you probably do have. You're not dicking her down properly. You're not, because the bitch don't even call you daddy.
Women know how to do the thing down properly. Some of them don't. That might be you.
No, call her. The reason why your argument doesn't fit is because if she was calling you daddy, she would be contributing to the daddy fund.
Daddy, man, because see, you still learning too. So you got to grow up. You always calling men out their names, but when somebody check your little ass, You have a feeling about it. And I'm checking you, little man, bald head man. So that applies to you. So if you want to hang the phone up, do so.
Sir, I'm bald. But sir, I'm
if you
bald
putting
by
out
choice.
energy, don't change your energy. That's what I'm telling you.
Sir. I know. What? Calm down and get out your panties.
I told you to calm the fuck down.
Wait. When I raise my hand, that means you be quiet. Shh. Quiet. That means you be quiet. Thank you. I am bald by choice. I just choose to shave my head bald. And whether I'm bald or not, what is with the name calling, Witchy Dog? I thought you wanted to talk about maturity, dog.
Comment the other man that comes on that point.
Okay,
and you like
all right, goodbye. We let him go. All right, this is crazy. I'm sorry. I got the video, so we're gonna play. We'll put this next video up. D, I got it. I pulled it up, babe. I pulled it up. So let me.
I haven't yet shared.
I know, yeah, but it kept. I just want to stop the double. I got it.
But you forgot to plug something in. Or what do you mean you hearing double? That's on your.
The chat room said they heard double. D, it wasn't me. The chat room said it. So I'm gonna press the button. Here we go. You won't hear double now. Everything is singular.
All right. What's wrong with you?
What are you talking about?
What you mean what I'm talking about? You know
Talking about.
why you quit your job?
Because I wasn't finna pay bills anymore. I don't want to do any of this anymore.
What you mean you not?
Oh no! Wait, let me turn this down real quick. Hold on a second. Oh my God, let me turn down the call. Oh no! Wait, we got to stop right there, D. Because D. What is this?
8-minute video. I'm not listening to this.
We're not gonna listen to all of it. We're just gonna play a little bit of it, D. But what is this? What are we listening to? Where she
put my video up at the top.
I'm sorry.
Can you put my video at the top? My face.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Because you're thank you. Okay. I don't want this YouTube man covering my face. I'm saying.
Okay.
Off the screen, you know.
Let's discuss this crazy woman right here. Can we discuss this right here? Do you see what the problem is when women go see Beyonce and things like that?
She didn't see Beyonce. She don't got no money to go see Beyonce.
Yeah, they automatically assume.
You gave her the money for it.
I know, but they automatically assume that they're running things. And listen to what she's saying. Do you have any comment to say? I just thought I'd stop it unless you wanted to. I'll play it.
Well, she is running things because she quit her job without telling him, and she gave no fucks. That means she felt very comfortable, which means he pulled her in a position to feel comfortable.
Okay. Did you stop? Tell me to stop when you wanted me to stop, D, because I want you to.
You're not going to pay bills no more.
I'm not paying any bills anymore. Like, are you hard of hearing? Like, I'm not doing it anymore.
So you're not gonna help me out on my Why?
Because that's your job. You're supposed to be paying all the bills in the first place. Why I gotta go work? Why I gotta get up at 8 o'clock?
Who house is this?
It's our house, but you gonna pay all these bills. I'm not doing it by myself.
I'm saying, so what's wrong with you working and help?
There's a lot wrong with it. Why I gotta do it? Why I gotta do it? You sit up here and act like you the man.
I gotta stop it. You just D and call
me up again because she's saying that I'm tired of paying all these bills by myself or whatever. Girl, why were you paying the bills in the beginning? See, you started doing something in the beginning and then you wanted to flip the script midway without even having a conversation with him. You messed up, whether you agreed to it or you just did it. You messed up doing it. Why did you come in paying bills?
Well, okay. You seem like you're agreeing with the guy right here in this little area, but I'm agreeing with the woman.
I'm not agreeing. Both of them stupid.
Well, I this is a teachable moment for a lot of guys. She knew this moment is not the first time that she pulled his punk card. And I bet you she pulled his punk card before they even got in a relationship to even check to see if she can do what she's doing right now. So I'm gonna give her credit. She positioned herself to get the bag beyond with that Beyonce stuff, or I guess Cardi B bag, or whatever those. I'm sorry.
Highlight Danger Rush comment. Yeah, I know that's right. That's because her wig or weave, honey, is not done.
Right, and homeschool. We want to say thank you very much. Appreciate the super chat, brother. Thank you very much. But this is what I'm saying. This is very important for you guys to understand.
A woman.
The reason why he's going to do it is because he needs her more than she needs him. And because he needs her more, he's not even putting up the fight. He's just sparring. He's not standing on any ground saying, this is how it's going to go. And if you don't like it, there's the door. It's over. But what he's saying is he's like the woman in this. He's like, but baby.
Why? Why did you do it? Why? Women say why. They ask why.
Yes.
Why is this an 8-minute conversation? Because when she came home saying, I quit my job because I don't want to pay no bills, and you weren't with it, and she didn't have the conversation before, you shouldn't be like, well, you know what? That's not how this is going to work. So either you get your job back and continue with this program that we both agreed on, or I'm out. That's it.
It definitely should have been that. But this is very important, guys. This man is going to pay all the bills. She's going to sit down and
that's why he had an 8-minute conversation, because he finished recording, because he blurred her face out and everything. And this could have been this could have been a scripted, but after he finished recording, he huff and puff probably for a week, but he's still paying those bills as they come in.
You know what, D? And here's the thing: even if this is a fake video, right? This is happening. Gentlemen, don't think this isn't happening.
Scripted videos, because it's like reality show scripted, but they take stuff from real life.
Yeah. Gentlemen, don't think that because here's the worst part about it. You can tell the weakness and the softness of a man, because why would a man hold a camera to a woman and talk to her while he's filming her, trying to barter his household? So it's again, I'm not going to say this real or fake. I'm just saying the way she's talking, women talk to males that way all the time, relationship, engagement, or marriage, D, all the time. And these guys allow women to walk all over them.
Yeah, they do. So
no. Yeah. So wait, we got a call. It was anonymous for 5 minutes. We had anonymous. What's your question or comment on the show we have, sir or ma'am?
What's good, Steve? It's Joe from Memphis.
Sir, what is your question on the show, sir? What's up?
Yes. Where Marie found out that I'm still trying to do my shot.
D, did you understand what he was saying?
I did not.
Yes. I was wondering where's Marie at. I'm still trying to shoot my shot. Like you're running away from it.
I don't. Again,
Can you please talk slow and speak proper English?
He waited for 6 minutes to talk about something. That's weird. Let's bring in someone else. That's weird. But you see why women are acting the way they have. We have another call. 918. What's your question, sir, ma'am, or statement?
Hey, Steve. Hey, D. How y'all doing this evening?
Woman. Wait, stop that. You see how the ladies, why is it the women know how to come on and speak properly and address people right? D, I can't stand it. Why do women address everybody properly before we get a dialogue? But I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Wait 1 second. Not only do they address everyone, they have what they're going to say right there. Hi, Steve. Hi, Dana. This is my question. Or I just want to say this. They get right to it. And then we have the conversation. With men, it's like, But then you wonder why. But then how you want to get upset when we say, listen, baby, just pay the bills. Just pay the bills.
Well, I've been listening listening to the other callers. And so, I just want to simply answer the question. Should men pay all the bills? No, they should not.
God bless you. Why should
they should not?
Tell us why.
Well, it's just not how the world is working right now. My disclaimer is that relationships are meant to be customized. So, if you have a man that's, making enough money to, take care of everything and there's kids involved, okay, cool. But in the typical realistic relationship, that's not what's happening. We know it takes multiple incomes to just live, a comfortable life, to have a nice quality of life. You know what I'm saying? So it takes multiple streams of income if you're a single person, and it should be multiple, still with two people the thing is, even if the man can foot all the bills he can afford to, he shouldn't have to. I'm the type of woman, like, I mean, I want something in my name. I'm not just expect you to go out here and hustle and contribute to the relationship and me not do anything. I mean, this is a team here. So you can't deal with a bitch that's sitting on the couch eating bonbons all day. I mean, this is like just real shit. You know what I'm saying? A bitch can't pack a brick. She can't lay no spackle. She can't cut no 2x4. She can't distinguish a 4x4.
Right,
I mean, this is like real shit.
All right, Carl, hold on. D wanted to reply. Go ahead, D, please.
So are you saying, do you pay 50-50? What is the percentage here? How much you contribute?
Well, right now I'm single.
No, I'm
just
in
a relationship where a man pays all of my bills.
No. No. What I'm asking is, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about what is your ideal of, you saying a woman could contribute. Well, what? Because I always say
it's to be customized.
Okay, customized. So you saying for her to contribute something, but it's something that they need to talk about.
Yes, he needs to contribute something. If he's paying the more, for example, if he's paying the mortgage, she should be able to handle the utilities.
All the utilities?
The electric, gas, and water, absolutely. The cable bill, absolutely.
Water bill,
absolutely. If he can pay the mortgage,
when they're talking,
the highest bill, if he's paying the mortgage,
with the phone system. But the thing is, a water bill, that goes in with the mortgage, so he'll be paying that. Who pays the cable?
The woman pays all the household bills while the man pays the mortgage.
No.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
If the mortgage is $1,200, then the utilities is about the same.
Caller. You just gotta make your statement. Allow us to reply back. We hear what you're saying. Let us call.
I don't know if she can hear me when I'm trying to reply, but
okay.
But this is the thing because paying, if he has a mortgage or the rent or whatever, first of all, if I don't watch cable, honey, I'm not paying for it. But men need your cable and they need all of the channels. You're paying cable, you're paying the rent or the mortgage, you're paying the water bill if it's a mortgage. I'll buy groceries, maybe electricity, and then that's it.
Well, caller, let me tell you something.
Wait. That's a fair exchange because what do I look like? What do I look like paying the house utilities, right? And even if he owns a house, say if he has an apartment, and the apartment is, depending on where you live at, is $1,000 or $800. It don't matter how much the rent is. It don't matter how much the mortgage is. I'm not paying the utilities. Like, no.
Well, fair exchange, caller, is when she gives you all the money and she's like, lead me and take care of the bills. Here, I'm going to work. Here's all the money. I put this much money in the account. I want to get my hair done. I like to get my stipend of $200, or if you want to be nice, you can give her $300. That you could do whatever you want with that money. Whatever you do with that money is up to you. But we're building for a future where you're not going to waste your money on bonbons, bags, dresses, and all these things that women waste their money on and then expect it. Right. Well, no, because that $300 will give her the money to get the ticket, so she'll be able to get the Beyonce tickets.
So this is the thing, Steve. But we supposed to waste money on your video games, your little treats and trinkets. See, again, all what you just said, Steve, is bullshit. And I'm surprised that the woman on the phone going saying and agree with you, because what the fuck I do with my money, I'm buying the shoes whether you like it or not. I'm a woman. That's what we do. You don't have to like it, but guess what? It's my money that I'm spending on me. I don't have my hand out saying give me money for shoes, give me money for bags. No, you're paying the bills. So it's my responsibility and it's my money that I'm spending on Me, I bought my Beyonce tickets. I didn't ask no man to buy me the Beyonce tickets because I'm not going to sit up here. I don't want to hear this. I just want to see you open up the wallet. Let me go get my tickets because I want to get it on time, get the seats that I want. But you're going to pay the bills. When we go out, you're going to pay for dinner or whatever. But my money spending on me, that's my shit. And I'm not about to stop it or have to control it.
But when you take on my name,
not your name, the name is for the kids.
No.
The name is for the children. I gave you the babies, baby. I don't need your name ain't doing nothing for me, honey. I'm not giving you your legacy.
Let me ask this question. So, Dana, what kind of man are you generally used to? Are you generally into men who like pay all your bills?
I'm into a man. I got a whole lot of money. Period.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I got a whole lot of money, and that's not stingy. Now, listen, there are men. Let me turn this down. There are men who do have a lot of money, and they're stingy with their money. But the fact that if I'm living with a man, I'm coming into his home, then you were paying your mortgage before I got here, and you're going to continue to do so.
See, that's the thing. You going into his home. But I mean, if I'm going to have a man, we're going to get a home together.
No. Only way we get a home together is if we need to upgrade. And again,
I like my name to be on shit.
Listen, if we get a home together, we're going to get a home to upgrade a bigger place than where you were living, but you're going to pay for that. But like I said, I'm coming into your home. You were paying that mortgage before I got there. Why is it changing now?
It's changing because I want my name on it too.
No, you keep your name. You keep your name on it. You keep your name on everything.
Wait a second. But you say 80-20.
This is before marriage. So, but if we're married, my name automatically going on the deed. That's automatic.
Wait, what?
Yes, listen. I don't know if Steve, you're married. You've been married what 20 plus years. When the person get married, then both names goes on the deed automatically. Your name, and then if another person has pension, she has to put the spouse, so you have to put the wife name on your pension. A lot of stuff is automatic when you're married. But let's just say we're not married and we're just cohabitating together. I come into your home. Why you was paying the mortgage or your rent before I got there? Why would that change because I'm there?
Are you talking to me or to the caller?
Well, the caller said because she wants her name on it. Okay, so you want your name on the lease, or you want your name on it? He ain't gonna put your name on the deed. So if he owns a home and he bought that home and you're not his wife, he's not putting your name on it. So then why would you contribute to the mortgage?
Well, if we get a home together is what I'm saying. No. I want to just move in with him.
If he's not your husband and you say, let's get a home, another place, he's going to only have his name on it. Or your name, he's not going to put your name on it if he owns it. Unless you are married to him, and if he owns a home, slow down.
That's not true.
Slow down for a second. If he already owns a home and you're moving into it, and you want a bigger place, he's not going to buy you a bigger place if you're not his wife.
You don't deserve a bigger place if I've got to give you 80% and you're giving me 20. You're not doing it. What are you doing? What are you giving me with 20%?
Wait, just get off the 80-20. Just throw it out the window. We're just talking about a man. The caller is saying that if she's living with a man, she wants her name on the lease or on the deed. Well, your name is not going to be on the deed if he already owns that home because you move in. He's not going to do it unless you become his wife. But let's say you're not his wife. So if he owns a home and you're just his girlfriend and you're moving in, your name is not going to be on the deed. So you're just going to be paying mortgage just to be paying his mortgage. If he leasing an apartment, renting lease, same thing, you want your name on it. Well, 9 times out of 10, but maybe 7 out of 10, he's not going to put your name on that. But you still want to contribute.
But okay, do you understand? Or do you understand what you're saying? But there's no structure in the woman to follow the man's lead. Caller, we gotta let you go. Caller, we appreciate the call and everything. Thank you so much. Finally, a woman with common sense. I appreciate that. D appreciate you too.
Fucking Dusty Minshort that was calling up.
Hold on, 619. Wait. Before we break it, 619. Wait, D, I want you to see something. I want to get your opinion on this. All right.
Well, how you cut the woman short?
Oh, because well, you just told me you want to be on for 30-minute conversations. You said cut
even 10 minutes. This was a 30-minute conversation. This wasn't even 10 minutes.
Okay,
a good substance of conversation. But when it's a man calling and you want to take your time with them, and they always call with something.
Well, hey, that's how men are. We cavemen.
How about you let the woman caller that called, then ask her to call back?
Well, we
can finish the conversation.
Okay, I think I can call it back.
I bet you when you take this call, it's going to be some bullshit.
All right, well, let's see real quick. 619. Did you have a statement, sir or ma'am?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, it's another one. Okay.
Evening.
First off, ma'am, I'm gonna be quiet and let you stay on as long as you want. But I appreciate the greet.
As long as she want, but she can stay on, you know what I'm saying, the same amount of time that you did. That's what I'm saying.
All right, ma'am. What is your opinion on this? Do you believe the 80-20? Do you believe that you should give all your finances to the man? What say you, ma'am?
Okay, so let me preface this by saying that in my marriage, my husband worked, I stayed home. That worked for us. Now, when it comes to that 80-20, I just don't think that works when it comes to finances. You understand? Like, in my opinion, I feel that everybody has a role. Like, I kind of, like the last lady that spoke, I agree with some stuff she was saying, but some stuff I didn't, because in her mind, her perspective is if you stay home, you're sitting around eating bonbons, and that's totally not the case, especially when you have kids. So, yeah, I may not have had to go out and work and make the money, but at the same time, I still had a lot of things that I have to do, you know, for the family, for my house, stuff that my husband didn't even have to deal with.
Right.
Just like things that I don't have to deal with as well. So we're not looking at it from a perspective of, I'm paying this, so A, B, and C, or, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I just don't feel that it works like that. Mm-hmm. Y'all have to have an understanding from the beginning. Now, I don't believe in flipping the script. So if the agreement was you're going to stay home and, you know, if everything works out, then okay, that's fine. But I don't think that if a woman was working and she was helping out with the bills and then she turns around and is like, you know what, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't think that that's fair.
Right. Okay, can I say something? Because I will give D the floor. Oh, please.
Okay.
Please, D, go right ahead. D.
But no, she made sense because the thing is, she said they had that understanding in the beginning. And she doesn't do 80-20. Why? Because he's doing 100. He's paying the bills because she's running the household. So if that was the understanding in the beginning and they both agreed to it, it's going to work.
Okay. Caller, this is why it's not going to work. But I agree with you.
Wait, slow down for a second, Steve, because you might disrespect the caller because it is working. This woman is married and she's happy and her husband happy. So it's working for her.
Yeah, because it's stuff that he don't want to deal with. You know, if one of the kids gets sick, he don't want to have to take out work and deal with that.
No, I
deal with.
Okay.
He's the type that's like, here, you take care of this, that, and that.
This is.
I'll go out and work and make the money. Okay. When he come home, there are things that he expects too.
All right, this is how a man does it. This is how it should work, and I'm glad it works for you. But this is how it should work. Before I grace you with the ring that is going to allow you to take my name, which is the greatest honor that you could possibly ever have, you and I are going to have a conversation. And we're going to sit down and we're going to have a powwow. We're going to talk about college. We're going to talk about bills. We're going to talk about schooling, religion. We're going to make sure that we're on the same page. So when we go down the line and have that family, we will have a strong front. Okay. But before the family and all this stuff happens, we're going to have this conversation. And this conversation is going to be simply this. You are going to continue to work. And if you don't like it, which is your right, this is if you want, okay, listen, I want you to take my name, but before you take my name, I want to let you know what it entails, because this is what a lot of guys are not doing. I give you credit. Your man probably had a little more communication than most of these other guys did. I'm communicating you. This is the expectation. This is the law, the rule, the code, and I will lay it down. You're going to work. You're going to contribute. You will get your stipend of this much money. We're going to go over the bills. We're going to do, and when the children are sick, listen, when the children are sick, you're going to take off work and you're going to take care of them. Unless you can't do it, I'll take off work and I'll do it. So we're going to have a kind of a front working together. But here's the beautiful thing about it. You can say yes or you can say no.
I say no, Alex.
But if you say yes, because I will tell you this, if you say yes and you try to flip that script, we will get divorced the next day, because I am not going to tolerate such disrespect.
Okay, that's cute, your little speech here. But she came on this line. She came on this line and she laid out why the woman in the video was wrong. And rightfully, that woman was wrong the way she did it. And the woman on the line, I didn't catch your name.
This is Brandy.
Oh, okay. Hey, said that I stay at home. She's a full-time stay-at-home mom. She's a stay-at-home mom. That is a full-time job. People don't understand women who are stay-at-home moms. It's a full-time job. And I will be honest to where I would probably could only be a stay-at-home mom full-time 2 years, and then I got to put them somewhere, them kids. When I say all that to say, her and her husband have a understanding, Steve. It's not your understanding, because your understanding is for people who live on Mars. But her husband has an understanding. You don't agree with her and her husband understanding, but she's happy and he's happy.
Well, no, I can't listen. If everything is fine with you, then we're happy you have that. But for those that want happiness and want to lead the relationship the right way, put her to work, because she's a grown
Are you
woman.
saying that her husband is not leading a relationship the right way?
Well, how are you leading the right way when you're doing all the work, and just because she's wiping a snotty nose and wiping a behind, that she's actually doing something? She should be working. She should be working, and she should be contributing to the fund, the fund of the name, to build wealth together in this, because in this economy is crazy right now.
It is bad, but you know what? At the same time, guess what it is for us? Like, our goals are going to be different from you and your wife's goals, right? So for us, we don't mind being modest. We don't mind, like, okay, we can't run up our credit card. We can't do certain things. You know, sometimes we only eat out maybe once a week, you know, things like that. We make the sacrifices because that's what we choose to do. And I still feel like we have the best quality of life for our family.
That's right.
The whole purpose is not to say my way is right and your way is wrong. That's not what this is. The whole thing is that understanding.
Right. So let me say this: if you put in front of a woman or 100 women, you put in front of you put 100 women together in a room. You have two choices. You have the lady on the phone situation for them to choose from, or you have Steve's stupid ass logic. They're going to choose the woman's situation on the phone. I want that life. They're going to choose the 100 women in the room, all 100. I'll do 99. 99 out of the 100 is going to choose to be the stay-at-home wife.
I'll tell you why. And see, goes back to that 52-year-old guy who doesn't know what baby is. See, when you're hitting the bottom and you're that guy, women will do anything they can for your ring and your baby, and they will say, you know what? If it means taking and having you as my husband, I'll do whatever it takes. But D, if you're not hitting the bottom, it doesn't work.
Stop, Steve. Stop.
Your perspective is a little.
Wait. We will put options back up to the 100 women. They're going to take the full-time wife. Not only are they going to take it, they're going to say, what do I have to do to be that full-time wife? Do I have to get on my knees every day? You know what I'm saying? What do I have to do to get on his program to be his full-time wife? They're going to take that man's no. You're not paying attention, Steve. The two option is your dumbass logic and the woman that's on the phone, Brandy, or Brandy's life. 99 of the 100 women in the room are going to pick Brandy's life, and they're going to be willing to do whatever that man asks her to do to get her life.
Oh my God. Why do y'all?
They're not going to beg. They're not going to do what you want to do to get on your program. They're going to pick Brandy's program.
Right, you're right. They're going to choose Brandy's program, and ladies that choose Brandy's program, and then once you open the door, like I always say, like on Snow White, the deer and the animals going to come up to you while you're singing songs of happiness and grandeur, and the birds are going to fly on your shoulders, and the squirrels are going to come up while you're singing these fairy tale songs for this fairy tale life. That's crazy.
But it happens. It happens. But you know what? The one thing, like I always say, what works for you, but yours seems so uneven because you wanted your wife to go out and work, and if the kids get sick, she got to be the one to pick them up.
Yeah. Well, wait a second. But are you not going for? Am I hyphenating your name? Let me ask a question. Am I even taking your name on, or am I asking you to take my name?
I just said fuck your name.
And see. And that's why my husband said, I don't want to deal with that aspect of it. There are things that I need taken care of at home that I don't want to bother with.
Does he have his name
But
hyphenated?
I think that's a little uneven if just because she's taking your name, which yes, that is an honor and a privilege. But at the same time, you don't work the woman like that. She has to work, cook, clean, help out with homework. And if somebody gets sick, she has to be the one to drop everything to go get the kids.
That's what it takes to take on my name. The greatest honor that you can ever have.
They're not going to take my name, Steve. They're going to take Brandy's husband name.
Because they can walk all over. They're going to walk over him.
No. You know why? You know why Brandy's husband is not getting walked over? Because he told her from the beginning what he expects, what his program is. You either take it or leave it. And she took it, and she's happy.
Okay, here's the program.
He's not a sucker because he laid out what he expects. What he wants.
Right, because the soft program is you get to sit on your job.
Program.
I get to bust my tail and work hard while you sit around and do nothing, and you can do whatever you want. And listen,
that's not the case at all. Because let me tell you something. My husband forgets something at work. I drop everything. I go give it to him. When he come home from work, he expects to eat. You understand? The house is clean, everything's done by the time he gets home. So no, there is no sitting around the house. There's no time for that.
Wait, were you not working? Were you not working before you met him? Were you not working?
I was working.
Well, then why stop something you're good at?
Because he said you're going to stop because I need for you to be home and raise the kids.
Exactly. I need you to be home and be effective. And you know.
You know what, Brandy? Listen, it's you're
like
not,
I'm
you're
not it's not crazy.
Okay,
it's just that you want that extra income, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But it also doesn't mean that he's soft. I was working, and we did have that conversation.
Listen,
like when we start really getting serious, hey, I don't want my wife to work. He even told me when he was growing up how his mom was working, coming home grouchy, and he just felt like he didn't spend enough time with his mom and stuff. He didn't want that for our kids.
See that right there? See, if he was again, and listen, there are a lot of sucker relationships out there. Y'all ladies, I give you credit. If you can get that sucker to say don't work anymore, I give you all the credit in the world, because a real man is going to call the shots. This is what you're going to do, and you're going to do it this way. And if you don't like it, there's the door, and you're going to work.
Well, he pretty much said, if you want to we getting married, I can't have you out there working.
Okay, hey,
And I said, okay.
Of course, 100 over 100 will accept that. That means no longer do I have to be responsible. I can just check out and just sit back and put my head back while he has to get out and do all the work. That's why they
laid out everything.
She does all the budgeting, though. Guess who does the budgeting?
Who?
And who pays the bill? Me. And who pays the bills? It's me. I mean, yeah, it's with money he earns, but he's not doing all that stuff. It's me.
Where's the money you earn to put in the bank account? There's nothing in there.
It's our money. We're married. It's our money.
Brandy, please don't waste your time trying to convince.
Don't engage. Okay, yeah.
See where
this is going.
See about that, honey.
When you are that guy, gentlemen, never let these women sway you.
No, I'm not. See, this is what we're not going to do. See, I'm not going to let you disrespect her husband.
No, I'm not going to disrespect her husband. If that works for you, I'm talking to my chat room. I'm talking to my guys logically. If it works for you, ma'am, I think that is great. There are guys. Hey, we need more men out there like him to benefit us. Because eventually, when that woman wants to have a side guy because she knows he's not bringing it home, this is going to work for us.
This is the thing.
My business.
Yeah, this is the thing. The fact is that, your guys that follow you, they're having a hard time to find a woman like Brandy.
Well, I'm not saying Brandy's not a bad person. Just the structure that she is moving off of is a easy contract of you've been working and being responsible, but now I'm going to take away your responsibility because my mommy had it bad when I was young, and I said, well, gosh darn it, I don't want that to happen to my wife. But if I was a man, that wouldn't happen. She will be happy to work and happy to take care of the kids and happy to vacuum and happy to cook and happy to clean and happy to do the laundry with no gum popping because she said, you know what? That's my man, and whatever my man wants, he's going to get.
That's your mom.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
That's what that
are you married?
Happy with.
Yes.
Is he married?
Yes.
Okay. And your wife is happy with it, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Right.
That works for your family.
Right. But
everybody's stuff is different. And just because mine doesn't line up with your house, we have different goals for our different households.
No,
right?
Listen, what I'm saying is that I respect what's going on. This is preventative maintenance for guys so they don't get run by their women by allowing her.
How am I running him though? Tell me. I would like to know, how do I run my husband?
Well, I would have hoped as a independent, responsible woman, you put your finger over his lip, but when he says the word, you get to quit and you say, stop it right there. I am not going to quit my job because I am an independent woman. I like my money. And you know what? I want to contribute to the household, so I don't mind working. I will take care of the kids. I will take care of the house, and I will take care of you. That's how it should have went. You should have put your finger.
No, sir. Absolutely not. Because the thing is that, like you said, the highest honor is taking his last name.
Yes.
And what that entails for him, you stay home. I don't need you ripping and running all day and then trying to keep the house together. And now you're going to be in a bad mood because you're tired and, and all this other kind of stuff. Don't work. And for me, I felt my money is not worth giving up the man who I love and adore and cherish and all that. It just wasn't worth it for me. And I mean, we were so connected. Why would I give that up just because I have to work for the man that could lay me off at any moment?
Can I ask you a question?
Why would I do that?
What if he said, I want you to work? Would you have married him then?
If he said it, you know what, to be honest with you, I really have I've always envisioned myself being home with a whole bunch of kids my whole life. I've always wanted that.
I understand that, but I'm just asking a simple question. If he said, I want you to continue to work, would you be with him right now?
Let me answer that, Brandy. Let me answer that because
Dana, give us this, please.
No, let me answer that because this is the thing. I don't know how many kids Brandy had for her husband, but if her husband would have said that in the beginning, listen, I still want you to work after the kid. You could do your maternity leave, but I would prefer is 2 incomes so we could do blah, blah, blah. You know what her response is? Her response may have been, it could have been yes, but you only getting 1 kid.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had all these kids. We have 4 kids.
See, that's
so
not
we wouldn't have been I wouldn't have been popping out babies left and right. I know
Now-
I would not have.
Now, but again, I'm going to ask you again without the help of D here. I'm asking you, not D. I'm asking you, we're sitting down, baby, my girl, I love you, I want to marry you, blah, 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 but you're going to continue to work the job you have right now. Are you accepting that ring or not?
It depends, baby. Are we having kids?
If I choose to
Because if we're having kids, I choose to stay home.
Okay, well then you won't be staying home. You'll get to stay home on maternity leave. You'll get to stay home. So yes, I agree. You can stay home on maternity leave, which is probably what 2 months.
Wait,
2 months.
Steve, what if she agreed to? Okay, I agree to continue work and I'll stay home on a maternity leave, but I'm only giving you 1 child. Would you agree to that?
Then that's a negotiation.
Oh, that's okay? So I'm telling you, I'll give you 1 child if I have to keep working.
Okay, now and that's they're good negotiation.
Yes or no on you? Is it a yes or no on you?
I would be fine with that.
You're fine with 1 kid.
I would be fine, but if I want more than 1 child, I will come back to the table and say that I want at least 2 or 3 children.
Then I'm staying at home full time.
But D, yeah. I'm talking to her. DC, you try to D.
You want a dictatorship. You want everything to be your way. I don't really think there is a come to the table. It's starting to sound like what you want and what works for you.
Okay. Let me ask you a question.
I could be wrong.
No.
Okay.
I'll show you why you're wrong. Let me ask you this question.
Okay. All right.
Let's say you worked at a company called Cool G's. All right, I don't want to know where you worked at. I'm saying the job you went to, right? Where you used to work when you let your husband down. Okay, when you quit that job. So when you went to that job, did you have the right to tell the company when you wanted to come into work and how much money they should be giving you and when you should get your raises? Or did they say, if you want to work with us, this is the standard? Is that a dictatorship?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that sounds about right. And I have the right to also say, I'm sorry, but that's not going to work for me.
Exactly.
Just like if my husband wasn't coming at me the way what lined up for my goals. But see, here's the thing. We got all this worked out right before our courtship, what our goals and how we aligned. Before we even got too deep, we already knew what page we were on.
Right.
See,
and see, that's what I'm saying. People, they go too fast in these relationships. You don't even know who you're dealing with.
Okay, well, what happens is, not your situation, because I don't want to be disrespectful. There's a lot of guys who have a situation like yours. Let's do it like that, where they are soft, they have no spine, and they have mommy issues, so they act more like mommy than daddy. So then when they get around a woman, they don't want to lose the woman by saying, well, tell me your goals. Well, my goal is to watch. I don't want to work anymore. If I get married to a guy, I don't want to work anymore, and I just want to take care of the kids. So then that sucker, and I'm not talking about your situation, I'm saying in a bizarre world, that sucker is going to say, you know what? Then the only way I'm going to keep her is by giving her what she wants, because that's what suckers do. D.
You cannot tell me that there is nothing that you have done just for your wife. You cannot tell me that.
I'm not saying that it's something that's earned.
Okay.
I'm saying it's earned. Before that, this is the structure. Again, this is what a problem with a lot of these young boys, males, and grass-eating lions don't understand. I'm not going after your name. You're going after my name, and you are going to get my bloodline, because life starts with me. You just incubate that. So what I'm saying is that, listen, if you want any parts of me, then you're going to keep doing the thing you were doing before and get on that job and be happy about it.
Yes, I'll pass.
Of course,
yeah. Right. Especially if it's coming like that, and you start talking about you want something from me, you want my bloodline. That we would definitely have to pass on that, because now it seems like you don't see any value in me.
No,
because I feel like you call it being soft or whatever, but if a man is like, man, I gotta have that, I really love to marry that woman, she's what I need in my life, and if that's something that he would compromise on, what's wrong with that?
Because there is no compromise when it comes to your standard before you walk out that door. And you should not use mom, not your situation. I'm saying in a bizarre situation, because a lot of guys out there are doing what your man is doing. So I'm not talking about your relationship. I'm trying to prevent these soft males from doing the wrong thing by allowing women to run all over them.
But this is a difference.
You have a list of 1 to 10 things on a standard, right? Are you going to get all 10 of those things?
Am I going to get all 10 of them? We can go. I got to get at least 90 for you to even get close to getting my ring.
The ring, she has to meet 9 out of 10 of those standards.
Oh, yeah. Why would I settle for less?
And why would she settle for a man who can't have her be a kept woman at home?
Because she knows she's replaceable. The problem is, he didn't. Okay, not in her relationship right now, but her bizarre relationship. That guy was not a ladies' man that was knocking the women down and being the opportunity. See, D, when you're opportunity, you call the shots. So she was the opportunity. That's why she called the shots, and that's why she's running the relationship, which I give her credit. He's just letting her run.
Call. It's getting hot. I don't know why.
But you wanted to hold her on because I didn't want to let her go until you're ready to do that, because we only got about 35 more minutes.
Honestly, Steve, no, this is a good call. It's just that, Steve, you're talking in circles. So
I'm not talking in circles. I'm just showing my guys. I'm just showing the guys what's wrong.
Your guys don't even know how to go on a proper first date. So please, this.
You're right, and that's why.
4 kids, you can't compare that. You cannot compare at all. It's not even the same fruit. It's not even fruit.
This is very important. Even though they cannot date properly, I agree. But this is very important that a lot of guys will see a woman and give her everything she wants off of the general principle because she's got a big behind and some boobs.
This is not this conversation that we're having with Brandy, but I do agree with you on that, Steve. But that's just not the conversation we're having with Brandy. Why the fuck? I got these lights. I got the top lights in my room, and these lights are hot.
So when but Brandy, D, can we? Do you want to dialogue anymore, D?
I mean, this was a great call. I love when women. I think more women. The men are funny. Those are funny calls, but I like when women call. It's just
no, and I appreciate the call. Yeah, and I appreciate the call
and yes, and depth. You know, it's
yeah, and I give you credit. I if you like what's going on right now, then it's good. Okay, all right. Okay.
All right. Well, y'all have a good night.
All right. You take care. I want to show you something. All right. Good night. Goodbye. Wait a second. Let me.
You get mad and shit because people calling.
Wait.
Heart attack.
Wait. Spur 2289. Why don't you call in?
Yes, it's compromise and blind to Steve. Steve exposed himself badly in this show.
Expose what? I'm still saying the same thing.
Expose yourself. You did.
Yeah, I'm still saying the same thing. And yeah, you're a weak ass. You can't. I'm not. Listen.
You get upset, honey, when people are not.
Upset. It shows how weak we are as men.
Can I just slow the show down a little bit? So
we are weak. But we
wait, stop. My Cash App is on the screen.
I'm sorry.
I didn't promote my GoFundMe, but I need people to donate $10 minimum so I could get my Renaissance fan. I should have got the fan before I went to the concert. They wasn't selling the fan as merch at the concert, and it seemed like I could only buy it on XD. But I need my Renaissance fan, honey, because you see, I'm a fan. I got a fan. So Cash App me $ Dana with the data and contribute to the Beyonce fund.
All right, so we have 30 more minutes. I want to play this video clip for you, and I want to get your opinion, okay? Another video clip. I just want to play this and get your opinion, because this is very important, because this goes in with that young lady and all these women that are actually agreeing with you. So let me play this, and you let me know what you would do or what's right.
For richer?
For richer.
For poor?
For poorer.
For poor.
For poorer.
For poorer.
We hit that snag about 20 times in counseling. Bria made it very clear to Jonathan, you cannot be broke. And in health.
And in health.
To love.
To love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And to obey.
We didn't talk about that one in counseling.
We did talk about that in counseling.
I got to... D, tell me.
Well, if I was his mother, I would have like, first of all, she's showing all the signs that you should not marry her. He's laughing like, ha, 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 ha.
Yeah.
And my thing is, she said to, we didn't talk about it. Now, either she's just making light because she's nervous.
They went to counseling.
Or she's serious. She was like, we didn't talk about this. And he's like, we did talk about this in counseling. This the preacher said, we did talk about this in counseling. You have a problem with the words. You knew you was getting married. You knew that was in these vows that y'all married people say. So why didn't you suggest to eliminate certain words? Why would you wait till you, first of all, at the altar, embarrassing this man, and he's laughing, trying to laugh it off. She's only kidding, guys. No, that bitch ain't kidding.
Because D, it goes back to what I was saying, that a lot of these women can smell soft, weak individuals that will accept the disrespect.
But the joke would have been, oh, you don't want to obey? Okay. And I would have turned like I'm walking off. Then what? You still would have been laughing up there, like you looking at the preacher, like, well, we ain't talk about this in counseling. So it was, first of all, it's inappropriate to say those things or make light of it, or that even as to have that conversation, that was inappropriate. Number one. Number two, she is serious. Number three, she is not the one he should be marrying, but maybe she is, because maybe he needs mommy with a strong fist that's, with a strong handle, because he is weak. I don't know.
Well, we do have a call, but this is the one that's going to say, I don't have to work and you can't make me work and you're going to do all the work and you have nothing.
He's the one that's going to come home saying, I quit my job. I want to have a kid, so I'm going to quit my job now so I could prepare for the baby and pregnant and not be stressed. She's that. Yeah,
she's going to chin check him. And a lot of guys going to run into it. We're going to finish up real quick, but let me get this call. Anonymous, did you have a question or comments, or what's up?
I was going to tell you guys, I'm going to catch the replay.
All right, man. All right, peace, man. We got to finish. We only got 30 minutes. We ain't got time for this stuff. What I'm saying is that this is why we say to the guys out here, we tell you guys out here, this is why standard is so important. You should never have, if you have to go to marriage counseling with somebody, then you and that person are not compatible. You should not, before the wedding, you got to.
They always suggest you go talk to the preacher.
Man, come on, man. This is gentlemen. If you got to go to any counseling for a relationship, because that means you have no structure. A man that has structure is going to get rid of anybody that brings any disruption into his life. But because he doesn't have any structure, D, that woman knows that she's running things. And look at how she's got the wedding. He paid all that money for the dress and the cake and the honeymoon and all that stuff. She got everything she wanted.
And if I was his mother, I would be like, well, girl, if you can't obey, he ain't going to pay.
What is the things he gets, D? When she's asking to the vows of obey, key word here, she's giving resistance. And if he was any kind of man, or if his father was there, his father should have got up and snatched him up and grabbed him to the side and say, tell everybody, thank you for coming. This is over. Because if a young boy,
video you played, or was it still some stuff?
There's a little bit more. I'll play a little bit more. There's a little bit more. Here we go. Hold on. There's just a few more minutes. Here we go. Wait, let me pop this back in. Here we go. Oh, let me see here. Here we go. Here we go.
Yes, we did. So you want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going.
But D, what people don't understand, and I don't take this as a joke.
That was the whole clip.
Yeah, that was the whole clip. But this is how a lot of women view soft males. This is why women do what they want to do with weak people, because weak people cannot stand up for themselves. And the disrespect, look, D, the wedding wasn't even a disrespect. I'm sure that she was pulling this punk card before they even got engaged, D.
So this is the thing too. This is the thing. It was very inappropriate of her to say all that there. If there are, I've heard some women say, take out Obey. It was someone in the royal family. Oh, it's the show called The Crown on Netflix, season 1. And this was when Queen Elizabeth, before she was it before she was queen or something like that? I don't know. It was something with that. She married her husband, Philip or whatever, and they took out Obey because of her status. But either way, that should have been, if she had a problem with Obey, that should have been discussed before your wedding day, standing up there in front of people.
Now, and I'm going to say this with Marie. Listen, I appreciate you. That's why I want to pull your statement up. And this is not, and again, this is not even a thing where it seems like I'm about to bash black women, but I'm going to bash black women who's making a statement like this. What's wrong in our community is women who think like this, who don't know how to submit and serve their men and their husbands. There's nothing wrong with somebody. We don't need to do. Why do I need another man to tell me that I have to listen to another man and say, okay, this is what I need to do for my relationship and my wife? No, absolutely not. That's not what's wrong in the community. What's wrong with the community, and I'm not going to generalize because they're good black women, D, other than the Beyonce thing. I mean, that's her little ding other than that, but she's a great woman. But what I'm saying to you right here, what's wrong with the community is women like you that don't have any structure and have understanding that when you get with a man, you must submit, you must obey, and you must follow that man. And that's the problem. What's wrong with the community? This is not what's wrong. When you realize, I'm sorry, go ahead, D, you got it. I'm sorry.
Listen, why do I hear it go now with you? Her statement, she says she disagrees with your statement, and you're like, kind of like flipping out. Now, white, black, it doesn't matter. The whole thing when you're getting married, that is the standard to go sit with the priest or the preacher or whoever, pastor. That is the standard. All backgrounds, even religions do that, because a lot of times pastors or whatever, what they find out is, you know what, you guys may not be compatible, or you may have to have this conversation, or you're going to have problems with that. So that's to make sure that you have a clear understanding, the commitment that you're going into. Yeah, what obey, and to death do us part, rich or poor. So they break it down in counseling to make sure that you have an understanding of the vows and what is required for the man and a woman. And a lot of times, sometimes you find out that you're not compatible. And because she should have brought that up when they weren't counseling with the pastor, because then he would have had opportunity to voice his objection to it instead of being embarrassed in front of the preacher. So what that woman that's in the video who were married, what she displayed is being deviant, being conniving, and being a liar, because she lied. You lied in counseling because you never wanted to say obey. You don't want to obey your husband. And this is when he finds that out at that moment, but he's laughing it off. So what Am Marie was saying, it's okay for her to disagree. I disagree with you all the time.
I disagree with that's what's wrong with the community. I don't mind what she's saying.
What she's saying is our community, Black community, do have this thing against that. We don't utilize therapy like we should. And we should.
Okay, but D, did therapy even matter? They went to therapy.
Wait. So this is how therapy works. They went to therapy with the pastor before the wedding. In front of the altar, this woman did not want to say obey. And the pastor said, well, we talked about this. So what happened? that man who's about to marry this woman, the light bulb should have went off and realized, oh, she's a liar. She's a con artist.
Oh, right. But here's the problem. A lot of young men don't know how to be men. Okay, number one. So let's look at the pastor, the therapy. So Mr. Therapy that they're talking to, if therapy actually worked, they wouldn't be in the altar right now because the preacher would say, you know what? This is not a good marriage. I don't think you should be getting married to each other right now because y'all are not.
I totally get what you're saying, but this is what I'm saying. This is the therapy work, because a lot of people think that you're supposed to have the solution during that therapy session. No, a lot of times the solution happens after the therapy session. She was lying. The therapist or the pastor is not psychic. So if she's putting on an act, because a lot of women know how to put on an act, and a lot of women know how to carry that act. It could be years, it could be 6 months or until whatever to get what they want. And then you see the real them. But let me just say this. She was acting with the pastor.
But I don't think she was acting with the pastor because that pastor recognized that we talked about this. So that means that they already had a disagreement of obey.
No. The pastor was saying, yes, we talked about this, meaning you were okay with it because I said, these are your vows. This is what you say. Now she gets up to the altar and was like, do I have to say it? And then he was like, well, we talked about it. He was like, no, she said, Tom, we didn't talk about this. And he said, yes, we did, that you have to say it. So she didn't state her grievances during therapy. She saved it for the altar because she felt he's not going to back down now because he's in front of his friends and family. He ain't going to walk away because that's going to be more of an embarrassment to him. So let me see if I could get away with not saying it. And then the pastor gave her out and saying, do you want to bypass that? And she's like, yeah, let's just bypass that.
But dude, what is that?
Con. That's the con that women do that goes over majority of you men's heads.
But this is the con because look at what this guy's saying. This is why they run the majority of you guys out here. Y'all guys sit around and act like y'all are traumatized and all this other stuff. It's not that you're traumatized. It's just you're going against your masculinity and you feel outside of your skin because you act more like your mother than you should your father. That's the only problem. The problem is these guys don't know how to understand themselves first, D. That young man would have understood who he was as a man and had structure in his life. Then going to this guy, you wouldn't even have to go there, but because he did, then shouldn't the pastor had enough respect for that poor guy who's spending all this money, or maybe they both spending it, who knows, to say you shouldn't even get married. This is not going
to say it right then and there. No,
but in counseling.
No, I'm telling you, yeah, if someone would have object to something, both of them sat there in counseling, didn't have any grievances. So that's why the pastor said we talked about this in counseling.
Right,
you don't want to say it.
Well, no, but there was a grievance. Let's play it all back. Let's play it again because there was a grievance. She knew.
No, okay. Grievance when she got to the altar. When he said obey, and she started laughing. And she said we didn't talk about the obey, or we didn't talk about this during counseling. He said yes, we did.
Right, and if he recognized
she had a problem with it, why would the preacher say it?
Well, because they talked about it, and the pastor should have helped that young man out by saying to him,
listen, if they're in counseling, the pastor go over the vows. If she had a problem with the word obey, that would have been discussed in counseling. They both would have had to agree, okay, you don't have to say it, but she did not speak up against not saying it in therapy. She chose to not say it at the altar, because if she would have said in therapy with the husband being a pastor, I don't want to say obey, then he would have said, you got to say it, because if you don't say it, because I want you to say it, and if you don't, I'm not going to marry you. That's what she thought. That's why she didn't say anything. That's why she waited until they got in front of the altar.
And understand that. And like you said, where is his mother or his father Where is that? Where's his
Harris
brother?
should have stood up and objected, but everybody's laughing. Everybody's laughing. You know what? Everybody's laughing.
And gentlemen, this is the problem that we have got to stop allowing women to walk over us, disrespect us, and treat us like y'all are carpet. Listen, I mean, you're in front of, okay, they're in the church in front of their God and all this other stuff, right? And this is what she's going to do to you in front of everybody, is blatantly pull your punk card in front of everybody, and you laugh. You laugh, like, even like you say, D, even if we're in counseling and she's like, well, okay, I guess I'll go with a bae, right? And then we play this and we get to it again. I mean, let's okay, we'll run it back because we only got 10 minutes left of the show. But let's play this. Let's run it back. Watch this, guys. Let me pull this back up, and let's run this back. Let me get D off. D, do you want to take the call? Play the video. I'm gonna give you the choice.
The video is quick. Tell the caller to hold on. So
okay, okay, caller, hold on. We got you. Hold on, caller. Hold on, caller. And D, I'm gonna move you back to the top because I know I ain't about to say it. There we go. All right, here we go. So here we go. I'm gonna play this. Here we go.
For richer.
For richer.
For poor.
For poorer.
For poor.
For poorer.
For poorer. Yeah. We hit that snag about 20 times in counseling.
Hit that snag 20 times, and he said he count D. He said 20 times. So shouldn't it have been by number 5? He would say that you should not get married. I
didn't catch that part when the pastor said that. So the poor part, if you hit that 20 times, I guess discussing it, yeah.
That's not okay. So let's keep going. See, this is terrible, man. There we go.
Bria made it very clear to Jonathan, you cannot be broke. And
do you see that? You cannot be broke. See that, D? Hold on. Let me do it. Go ahead, D. Hold on. I just want to do it on you. No. See? You wait. So that means we're not going to be poor if you contribute and work.
The conversation go and therapy. You can't. Okay, so he should have said, well, what's cannot be poor? Like, what is that? Like, if he loses job and lose it, I don't know. I would have been like, I think I need more time and more counseling. I don't know.
All right, let's bring the caller in because this is crazy. Area code, I think 816, sir, ma'am. How can we help you? 816, I think they hung up. Going once, 818. I'm sorry, 818, sir, ma'am. How can we help you? 818.
Hey, man, what's up, man? Peace to the panel, peace to you. I didn't catch your name. This is my first time tuning in, right? But I saw dude is a sucker, yo. That was straight disrespect in public in front of people. And she gave him that surprise. You know, you're not supposed to surprise your mate. You know what I mean? Not like that.
Yeah, I agree.
She got a twisted sense of reality.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. We're listening, sir.
Yes, because, it's like, all right, the whole purpose is like, okay, you're supposed to be here to make my life easier, and I'm here to make your life easier. Ain't no such thing as the happy wife, happy life. Yo, we both got to be happy to make this shit work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How old are you?
Is this, I don't know, is this the modern woman?
No, there's no such thing as a modern woman because if you think about it, it's the modern male that has created this Frankenstein right here because he allowed her. No, I'm serious. She didn't. Okay, this is where y'all go wrong. See, all these guys that talk about all these modern women things. No one looks at the modern male that trains the woman to be modern because he doesn't have a backbone or any balls. That's where you get the modern woman from, because she's out of order, because he's out of order, and the two of them went to a pastor who is also out of order, who did not tell these two people they should not be married. He had a mother or father that was out of order because they should have recognized that that's not the right woman for my son.
Absolutely. A lot of
if
modern.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yo, man, that shit is it's terrible. It's sick in the head just to see him just like laugh it off.
Because he's embarrassed. A lot of young men, like the 52-year-old D, the lot of even older guys, the 52-year-old guy that called in, did you notice he was laughing and chuckling because he couldn't hold a conversation when D was checking him and I was checking him? He started laughing because that's your happy, safe place to laugh it off.
Mm-hmm.
D, I'm sorry.
Even Michael Jordan, even in Michael Jordan relationship, he was talking about, of course Michael Jordan got all his money and his wife don't have to do anything. But sometimes when they go out, she still pay. That's just out of
Who told you that shit?
You know what I mean? She still pay.
Sir, who told you that?
Yo, Michael Jordan wrote it himself.
You didn't read not one book or no fucking article that said that, so you don't read. So you don't know what he wrote.
I ain't pseudo. I'm not pseudo. I ain't pseudo.
Dita, hey, caller. D doesn't want to hear anything about.
He said that this man on the phone lying.
They have a really important. If they want like a traditional man, they're not even traditional.
Wait, hold on, caller. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This man talking about some Michael Jordan wife pays some dates now that they're married. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. You know what? You're right. She pays and she used his fucking black card to pay it with. Yeah. So you're right. She pays.
Maybe she had a business. Who knows?
She pays, but she's using his black card.
Yeah, so actually he's paying. See, that's what D is trying to tell you. She's paying with his money, so she's technically.
I can dig that.
So
but
that was okay.
I didn't say I would do it like that.
All
but
right.
That's what in that relationship.
All right, well, caller, you were the last call, but we want to say thank you, man. We appreciate the call. We appreciate the insight. You have a good night, sir. Thank you. So,
wife paid for dates and niggas.
Well, she didn't pay for the day because he was doing it. But no, D. So D, why don't you tell them how to get your information, Cash App, and for your Beyonce tour in Houston?
No, I need my Renaissance. First of all, I need my Renaissance fan. And so Cash App me.
What is a Renaissance fan?
God, it don't matter what y'all. I don't need y'all to get the fan. I need y'all to donate to the Cash App. Be quiet, Steve, for a second. I know how to advertise.
Oh, I know you do.
Cash App me, $ Dana with the data. I do have a GoFundMe, but I'll be promoting that next week. But just Cash App me for this week for my Renaissance fan. For either I'm going to go to Houston or New Orleans Beyonce concert. So I need the YouTube travel fund. So contribute $ Dana with the data. You will be contributing to the fan, plane tickets, hotel, and the Beyonce tickets. So $ Dana with the data, and just put Beyonce fund. But I need that fan first.
Guys, I just want to keep telling y'all, man. Y'all got to stop hey, listen. Sucker me season's right around the corner, guys. Y'all got to wake up. Stop allowing these women to run.
Football season? That's the season?
No, not football season. Sucker me season starts after Thanksgiving. As soon as Thanksgiving over, it goes right into Christmas where guys trick their money.
Oh, Valentine's.
It's sucker. Then April, it ends in April with tax season where they trick their money. So that's between December and April is sucker me season for a lot of guys who don't have game. So gentlemen, this is why game is so important. Guys, don't forget Real Game, No Theory, 12 o'clock tomorrow. 12
RB, bitch, I don't beg for shit. I said if you want to contribute to the Beyonce fund, that's my fucking Cash App, you dusty ass nigga.
Oh my God, yeah, all right. So I got the roll. You got to roll.
Your people, honey. So
no, that's not my guy. I don't know. I don't know.
RB, I'm talking about RB. That's not mine. That's not OB.
I don't know. I don't claim
his ass out.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, because I don't claim. Okay, I got him. I got him written. Boom, he gone. I don't claim that one. All my guys usually have their face. They don't use cartoons.
It's always a man hating.
Yeah.
Because you broke, honey.
Yeah.
You want to hate.
All right. Well, anyway, that was a D Good show. Next week, we'll continue chopping it up, guys. We will see you guys. Don't forget, Sunday, 12 noon, Real Game No Theory. When's your next Judge Joe Brown show? When's your next show?
Actually, we're going to be doing a Twitter space tomorrow afternoon. Follow me on Twitter at @TheRealDana7. But every Thursday, we do a show live, sometimes on Mondays. But we will be on Twitter tomorrow.
Okay, absolutely. All right, well, we out this joint. We'll see y'all later, man. Peace.